Yo! What's happening? I'm Brian James. Well, Brian's Clover. Sorry, I'm getting used to saying Brian James, which is actually my middle name, because of the 90s music shows that I'm doing or the other music radio shows I'm doing. So it's got a little carried away there with myself. But I'm Brian's Clover. Welcome to Hockey Now Network's Watching Together. As we speak, NBC tonight, the Flyers and the Islanders, game number 4. Should be a doozy. We've had good hockey here. We have had good hockey. That goes without saying. But a back-to-back after last night's game and now tonight's. We'll see if the momentums can carry. Pretty much everything I wrote in the post is exactly what I was about to say. So we'll see if the momentum can carry and if it's the same goalies and the whole nine. So I haven't seen. Actually, okay. So here we go. Breaking news. Brian Elliott is playing tonight for the Flyers in goal over Carter Hart. Not surprised about that. You don't usually see back-to-backs, especially in the playoffs, so you shouldn't necessarily just go with your starter just because it's the playoffs saying, well, we got to go with this guy. I mean, your starter played last night and he lost, so you got to make a little change. Not completely surprised by that. I see you in the room, Darren. Let me just get myself going here, and I'll pull you up on the stream in just a couple minutes. But, you have to play it the way you would regularly play it. In the words of the Flyers coach, Alain Vigneault, you have to trust the process. Not the process, the process. I feel like he says that on purpose for a very particular reason, the process. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about back-to-backs. The team just lost. You need to change momentum anyway. It's a little change of vibe in the locker room. So Brian Elliott will be playing goal tonight for the Flyers. Haven't looked at let me look at the comments here. What's up, Sil? Aaron, good to see you. Aaron, do you know if Grice came out first instead of Varley for warmups? I'd be curious to know that. Obviously, same thing for the Islanders with Semyon Varlamov getting the win last night. Still a back-to-back, and these guys got to, that's it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? The goal is to win 16 games, but the goal is to be in the position to win 16 games. And if you don't win 15 of them first, you don't get to play for that 16th one. So you need to take every win as it comes, or every game as it comes. So you got to be ready with your best foot forward. And in this case, I'm not surprised with the Flyers, at least in their goaltending choice, and still waiting to see what's going on with the Islanders. Now, this roster in my hand is actually the Dallas and Avalanche roster, and the game is, as you see, 3-2 last I saw. So we may be flipping over to that one, doing a little back and forth action with the games because the Avalanche are fighting to equalize that series, and we got lots of hockey to watch tonight. We'll have the Golden Knights and Canucks later tonight at 10:30. I think Walt's going to stop by with a friend that has that's a big Vegas fan. And I think she wants to chirp at Walt a little bit. And she didn't want to just do it on the phone. She wanted to do it in public for everybody else to see. So Darren just sent me a message that says it's Tomas Grice. Is that what you just saw?
It is Grice, confirmed.
Grice confirmed.
Grice in the net tonight.
Fried Grice. Fried rice. Fried Grice.
That's a good nickname for him.
You like that?
Fried Grice? I like that, man.
I don't. I think I'm good with the one I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have. I don't know. Fried Grice. It's the first thing I thought of.
It's really good, man. You should be a nickname namer.
Chicken fried Grice. Yeah, I should. Should I come up with some other nicknames? Let's see.
Name on the person that called me Gooch.
Who is that Who did that? Whose idea was that?
It was a guy in West Palm on one of the first stations I worked for.
What a awful name, dude. I'm sorry. You didn't like it.
And then Vegas is the one that changed it to Chase.
To Chase?
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't want Gooch on the Extreme Rock Show.
Probably.
Yeah. It was up there for even the Extreme Rock Show. Oh, man. Well, want to just, before we get going, I usually like to do my thing here. So I'm going to go through my spiel. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's Hockey Now Net. That's the handle. Twitch.tv/Hockey Now Network. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch is definitely the better feed. Even the YouTube's a little bit better. The Twitch has a little bit better quality. and you'll get that video just a couple of seconds sooner. Hold on, I'm gonna try doing something here, so it'll be. Yep, there we go. Make me a little bit more prominent. But there's Mr. the man formerly known as Gooch. He's still there. You can see him still. He's underneath his Islanders logo. But yeah, check out the Twitch feed. The Twitch feed is so much better than the Facebook or YouTube feed. If you are watching on Facebook, because you saw that I posted it on my personal page, post and interact on the Hockey Now page so that I can put your comments up here and things like that, just like with Aaron, with Chase and Gooch, or Chicken Fried Grice. Aaron said making PB&J for dinner and overheard them talking about it from the kitchen. PB&J. Well, I need to, anytime somebody brings PB&J up, I have to ask. Tim, you're back. Good to see you. Got a Flyers fan in the house? What's wrong? What? What's wrong with my shirt? Okay, so there's a couple of problems. First, Darren, do you have a problem with my shirt? Do you mind my shirt? You're muted. You're muted. Go ahead. No, keep talking. I'll just do subtitles.
Sorry, I was doing some work. That's a terrible shirt. Awful.
What do you mean it's terrible?
That's awful, bro.
Truth be told, the problem is the shirt I was wearing had a rip right here, and I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, where's the first shirt that I see? And Petey said, "Here, wear this one, you goon." Hold on. We got starting lineups here for both the teams, so those are printing right now. See if my producer can bring me a drink and the lineup card. Babe, can you grab this off the printer? Sorry about that. What's that? Does it clash with the background? So which background is better? Would you prefer? I mean, let's try a different background then, if that's the issue here. I've got the Messier constellation, I should say. How about that one? You like that one, Tim? Is that a little bit better? I've also got another random galaxy background. I could do Rogers Place. Oh, here we are at Rogers Place. Here I am live at Rogers Place in Edmonton, in the Western bubble. Are you kidding me? Is that really what printed? Do you see this, Darren? Are you there? Are you with me? Are you there?
Yeah, where'd you get that?
I went to print out the lineup card, and this is what printed.
That's fantastic.
No,
Save that. I want to frame that.
Okay, you can frame it.
I like that background.
You like this background better? All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with
it. It looks more professional. Like, yeah.
Stop. You have a drink? Oh, she's grabbing the.
Do we have the official lineup yet? I want to see if they're putting Wojciech in tonight.
See my drink? My wife brought me my drink. I got the lineup card right here. Thanks, babe. I love you.
So that's the official lineup.
This is the official lineup card. This is straight from the NHL. Well, it's straight from Aaron's email, but he gets it straight from the NHL. Well, actually, he gets it on a website because he knows how to go and manipulate the code. No, we don't want to restart now. Remind me later. But yes, this is the official lineup card.
What do we have?
I've got the lineup right here in front of me. For the Flyers on defense, number 9, Ivan Provorov, and number 15, Matt Niskanen. For we've got 2 left wings starting. I hate the LNR. Just put W or just put forward. Center, Tyler Pitlick. You got Scott Lawton and James Van Riemsdyk starting. That's an interesting lineup to come forward. But do you trust those 3 gentlemen or do you trust these 3 gentlemen? J.G. Pajot, Leo Komarov, and Derek Brassard starting for the Islanders tonight, with Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulak on defense, and Thomas Greiss tonight. I always want to say Tomas, but it's Thomas Greiss, and he is starting tonight. So we will have the battle of the backups tonight. Who are you looking for back in the lineup?
Wojciech was back in the lineup.
Wojciech is not back in the lineup. He is still on scratched. So we watched the game last night. How did you? Is Holden there with you?
He is taking a bath. So I told him to give him a quick one so he can come back for the face-off.
Well, you gave him a bath last night.
Yeah, because that was mid-game. I didn't want him to leave while the game was going on.
I understand that. What's up, Walt? Welcome back. Hope everything's going well your way.
I wonder who's at Tavares' locker.
Oh, the Islanders in that room tonight?
No, I was thinking about this. I will forgive Tavares one day.
What? The day the Islanders win the Stanley Cup?
Right. So kind of like how Boston forgave Buckner when they won in 2004. You know,
showing the locker room right now. 9-8 puck drop.
That will be the day I forgive Tavares for what he did.
Okay. Fair enough.
But until that day, I'm going to go to the grave hating him.
I don't blame you. I don't like him, and I mean, I hate him. He's not even on my team, and I just don't like players that do that. I was explaining to one of our buddies here in Orlando. Younger kid, loves the NBA, loves basketball, and can't understand why I have such a disdain for Dwight Howard. And I was like, the reason I have such disdain for Dwight Howard is because he screwed Orlando and just left.
Same thing.
You know, like he jerked the team around. They could have traded him. They could have gotten something in return that was better than what they got, maybe. But I don't like when athletes do that. I'm not a fan of what Tavares did to the Islanders at all. He knew he was going to leave the whole time.
He knew it the whole time.
The whole time.
And I wouldn't doubt if there was some collusion. Toronto, talk to him mid-season. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
Yeah, I know. We'll say Shaq, the same thing, Tim. The same exact thing with Shaq. And people forget that, and I think Orlando in general is kind of over that because it was so long ago. But I remember when I was a kid coming down here, and for the guys in Orlando, you should remember this, but back before I-4 was the behemoth it is now, it was just an interstate road that went through, and there was the Merida Bread Factory. And right outside the Merida Bread Factory was a big billboard that V'd and faced both ways around the curve of I-4. And 96.5 at the time was playing classic rock, and they bought a billboard and they put a caricature of Shaq on there and put the lyric "Take the Money and Run," Steve Miller Band. And people were pissed off. People were real pissed off. So I'm sure you love Shaq now, and he still got his house here, and you love having him around, but you hated him at one point anyway. I'm watching. Is there? Oh, Dallas is swarming right now. Sorry, I switched over to Dallas for just a quick second. Just because it's getting tight.
Big game.
It's a Dallas goal.
Wow, really?
Yep.
So, okay.
Daddy?
Well, they're up 4-2 now.
Oh, what's up, Holden?
What about the hockey?
It's coming up.
We're watching hockey. We're still waiting for the Islanders game.
0-0?
Yes, they haven't done the face-off yet.
Okay. And and who's the bad guy? The white one?
Jammy Boy. Yes, exactly.
That's it.
The white one? So the white one is the bad guy?
Yes, we hate them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The white and orange team, we hate them.
Yeah. The Flyers.
White and orange.
Yeah. They're
Well,
evil.
I don't hate the Flyers. I don't hate the Flyers.
Evil?
Yeah, like Red Skull?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Flyers are like Red Skull.
It is a real strong word, Aaron. It is a real strong word. I don't like to use the word hate.
I do. It's okay. For Philly, Boston, yeah, we could do that.
Fair enough. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the green screen back to the Flyers and that because we're watching both of these games at the same time. How about that? Look at all that. Uh-oh.
That's Anders
We
Lee.
get another Stars goal here.
Yep. He's
Goal 5. Yep. The guys out west in Canada, they have the game a little bit quick. Well, Aaron's in Maryland, but nonetheless. That's another Dallas goal. How about that?
Wow.
5-2 Dallas. 5-2 Dallas. Colorado is mounting a comeback, and now 11:58 left in the third period, and Dallas has a 5-2 lead. And with still got a couple minutes before the other game starts, so I'll get over to that closer to 8:20. That's when puck drops, I believe. And yeah, I think Francouz is coming out of the net now. That was a stupid mistake for him. Jeez. Who's the backup? Michael Hutchinson. Oh, another former Maple Leaf. Imagine he comes in and turns it around. How do you feel if you're...
Isn't that the guy from NXS? How did he come up from the grave?
It's Michael Hutchins. Hutchins. This guy's name is Michael Hutchinson, but he is not Michael Hutchins' son.
Gotcha.
His name is Michael Hutchinson. See? That's what happens on Sunday night with the kind of jokes we got while we're stalling and waiting for the Islanders and Flyers to start. Let me see here. Something cool. I went into Twitter, to Twitch, and I I went into Twitch and I started interacting with a couple of the other Twitch streamers. One of the, namely the ones that have the word hockey in their name. So I found this dude that's in Germany. He's in the military. He's in Germany. He's from Michigan. He used to play hockey when he was a kid. And we started talking about hockey here because his dad was an ECHL official and just went back and forth a little bit. We were talking about Solar Bears, and he said, no, Solar Bears doesn't sound right. There's another team down there like around 15 years or so ago. And he, I was like, no, we've been to Solar Bears for like 15 years now. But we did have a team called the Seals, and his eyes just like lit up. Yes, the Seals. Oh, my God, that's the one we're talking about. So I told him to jump on the stream if he wants to talk hockey because he said he loves talking hockey. So if he comes on the stream, Don, I don't know if you're in the stream right now, but I went to the car and I grabbed these Orlando Seals jerseys that Don gave to me, who was his roommate and a friend and a member of the Orlando hockey community, and she passed. But he handed some of these things on to me for safekeeping in the historical purpose. So I got a Seals white jersey that's signed. And then I also have a Seals red jersey that's not signed. Kind of cool. I like these sweaters. Kind of sharp. I mean, you know, Florida hockey. It was tough. They played down at Silver Spurs Arena in Kissimmee, so it was hard to get down to games. But I'm not going to send him one of those jerseys. But if he comes in tonight, I'm going to send him. I'm going to send him this Sylvester bobblehead.
So, Brian, maybe you know. When I went to go see Tool in Oklahoma, it was in Tulsa. I think it was Tulsa.
Uh-huh.
They was at a hockey rink. I wonder what team. You know what team that was?
Was it the in Tulsa? Tulsa Oilers.
That would be it.
ECH at the Bach.
Yeah.
Yep, at the Bach. That's what Aaron was just saying.
For a minor league hockey, facility, it was really nice. It was actually a really decent stadium arena. So
in that a box of things, and I have so many of these things, I should just break them all out, and we should go through all of them at some point. But I also have this Orlando Solar Bears inaugural season puck.
Where's your hockey puck?
So yeah,
where's your hockey puck?
Yes. Here. All right, so let me do this first because we're gonna just ixnay on Dallas, Colorado, because that.
Show Brian your hockey puck.
I'll do that there, and then I'm going to move this one over to here, and we'll go with this.
Holden wants to show you his hockey puck.
And then I'm going to add Ian to the stream up here under the Flyers, and we've got a Flyers fan, Islanders fan in the stream. Ooh. Nice. Is that Dallas and the Islanders? Stars Islanders?
You hold it up right there.
Was that was that your first hockey game, Holden?
No, Holden. I just bought that for Holden.
Oh, nice.
His first game is going to be on Long Island at the Nassau Coliseum next year, hopefully.
Nice.
And look, it even has this.
Hopefully.
Like what I was on the camera.
My wife's looking at me like, oh, I ain't happy.
All right, so before we get going, Darren, this is Ian. Darren.
Darren, pleasure to meet you.
Darren used to work here in Orlando with me. We used to do radio together. He lives in Dallas now, but he is an Islander fan for his whole life.
Are you wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt?
I am.
Dude, that's dope.
I'm a massive Legend of Zelda fan.
The Islanders, I know.
It's a pretty sweet shirt.
This guy here, he roots for the evil guys.
I'll be the bad guy today. That's true.
Oh no.
Are you the bad guy team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy team, and your good guy team's going down today.
Uh-oh. He's talking like smack. That's smack.
You mean about you, y'all? You were going to use?
Right. But no way. Say Islanders are going to win.
No. Islanders are going to win.
We'll see about that today.
All right, here we go.
Well,
Game on.
Well,
here
we'll
you go.
that.
Game on.
We're
right.
going to beat
All
you.
right. Holden show tonight. Here we go. Walt, here's the Seals. We're looking at Mr. Elliott. And now we're looking at the stats of Brian Elliott, 1-0 in the playoffs. One star.
You're behind?
You're going to get
ready to start right now. Why is it you are
going to
We've already
win?
faced off here, so let me know when
The
you're. Let me know
Islanders.
when you see a clock on your screen.
We're going to win the Islanders instead.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. We're underway. Let me get you the What does this say? What did PD say? Darren, Mr. Ian is one of my best friends, even though he likes the Flyers. PD and Ian are good friends.
It's true.
Let me get everybody synced up, and then we'll get going here. We'll get watching. I know more guys want to jump on later on. Walt's got his friend who's a Vegas Golden Knights fan. She wants to come on the stream and chirp at Walt for a little bit later on. I'm hoping that this Twitch, the dude that I was streaming, earlier, who has a hockey-related handle, Ian, I went and I just searched hockey and just added all of the hockey-related handles.
Yeah.
And today one of the guys was streaming just a game I'd never seen before. He was like physically chopping at wood, like not like Fortnite where it's, cartoon-like.
Right.
But I got into talking about hockey with him. I just said, "Who you got tonight, Flyers or Islanders?" And his eyes like lit up like nobody ever talks hockey with him. I told him, I'm like, dude, you got to jump on with us. He's from Michigan. He lives in Germany. He's in the military, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm hoping that works out. I'm hoping that he can join us. I got that Sylvester bobblehead for him. I'll send it overseas from if he shows up.
Nice.
I'm not too proud. I'll pay people off to join the stream. That's the way to get famous now anyway. Get some
fans. Yeah.
Fans, right? Like send $50 to Bangladesh and some guy will just get himself and all of his friends around him to like your channel. So I got 18, 30, 29, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 18, 20 here in the first period. How far back are you, Darren? You're far back? You're far ahead? Darren?
I'm muted. I'm about 6 seconds ahead, but unfortunately with the stream that I have, I can't pause it. It just shows lifetime. So
well, then no reactions.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Yeah, no reactions. Just don't get excited if you see something.
I'm 6 seconds ahead. It's gonna be fine.
Meanwhile, Darren has had the most animated response. When was it? The last game that we watched together with when Josh was on. Josh is, by the way, in the Thunderdome right now. He's in the WWE Thunderdome.
Oh yeah, is he working tonight?
He's not working. No, it's a buddy who I call a new friend, but we're friends in a radio group on Facebook. And he's a big Flyer fan. So he came on with us last week. And Darren celebrated the overtime win like right in his grill.
Oh, sure.
Relentless about it.
That was tough, man. That was a tough loss.
But it was still some good hockey nonetheless.
Yeah. Great hockey.
Now, I will admit, and you'll never hear this come from my mouth ever again, the Islanders are definitely looking like the better of the two teams in this series. So
I think
that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
And then when we win in 7, it'll be the underdogs winning this series.
The underdog comeback.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. The Flyers don't look bad at all. They just I think there's just some pieces that are, that they really need some of the younger guys to just get some more maturity and some more experience.
Yeah.
And
we had a game yesterday until Hag started chopping away and causing all those penalties. But I mean, all in all, Islanders are doing an amazing job just like capitalizing on our mistakes. So, if we can limit that, we'll do okay. But
yeah, and that's what it is for playoffs, right? If you get the other team to make a mistake, you have to take advantage of that. You have to. Hey, you're your Zelda shirt. You're a video guy, a video game. Big stop. Video game purist, so to say. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix? That documentary on games?
That was a great
I have not. I actually don't have Netflix. I don't have any of the. I don't watch a lot of television, so it's like I don't have Netflix, don't have Hulu. I do have Disney Plus, but that's about it.
Why is Darren holding his lip like that? Ian's frozen.
Oh no. Okay, I'll fix that.
Your audio is not frozen, but actually, somebody screenshot that. Ian's face is perfect. Screenshot. Aaron, screenshot it. Hook it up.
I'll let you grab it real quick, and then I'll stop my cam and restart it. My cam link has been on the fritz ever since the apocalypse started happening.
Is it? Which apocalypse? I think we're on our 5th apocalypse.
It's true.
Stop Grice. Nice. Let's see what's going on. Actually, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to put the other game up on the stats.
happened to the bad guy? Where is he?
I'm still here.
He's just reloading his camera. He's still.
What happened to the bad guy? He says.
He's not a bad guy, though. That's the thing. He's a good guy.
I may be the bad guy, but am I really that bad of a guy?
He's the good. He's
true.
the good.
You don't really know him. That's right. He's a Flyers fan. You know him.
He's pee-pee.
He's pee-pee, right?
Darren, come on. You gotta get a hold on this over here.
Oh, here we go. We got a little scruff.
They're just hugging.
I wonder if it's going to take bad guy
Working it out.
power play.
See, they're just hugging. They're just saying they love each other.
4 shots on goal for the Flyers so far.
But they can't hug each other, right?
Right. See, it looks like they're fighting, but they're really saying, I love you.
Yes, but they can't hug each other because one's a bad team and one's a good team, right? Because they don't like each other,
Right.
so they can't hug.
Well, they
Oh.
like each other. They just want to. What? You're still ahead of me, aren't you?
Whoa. No, they're just showing the rope replay. I thought that was live.
That Gray save? Yeah, I know. Because NBC decides to leave the live bug up in the top corner.
Dude, I thought that was live.
I know. Everyone does. I do, at least.
Oh, we're going on a power play.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, it's a 4-on-4.
False that they did put the Islanders up there for a power play, though.
They're so terrible.
We're doing it live. Let's go.
All right, so it's going to be 4-on-4.
Yep.
So
Who's
we'll
in
each have 4 players.
And
So they have 4 and we have.
So this is what's going to this is going to open up the ice a little bit.
connect me.
Because is it an empty net and all that?
No, we have a goal in the net.
Very early. Very early.
Come on.
They were calling him BGB, Big Game Brassard.
We told you stay on that side.
And he does, huh?
Yeah, big game brass.
Big Game Brass, yeah. Look at that, Marie. I'm proud of you, Marie. There you go. You and Tom both. Work it out. Lafreniere. 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 I'm actually, I think in the finals I'm going to wear my New York Rangers sweater. I think. Ian, are you still there? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm doing things.
Okay.
I'm getting creative.
Well,
Got the puck.
gee. Oh, big st- You guys are the best. We were talking about how awesome it is that you guys jump on the stream, Marie, you and Tom both.
We enjoy it. What?
Okay.
What? Oh, what's that?
What's that?
Oh, you're so silly.
We got 5-3 in Stars Avs. There's 6:03 left in that game. You see the stats up on the screen. So we're tracking that game, and then later tonight, I think it's 10:30. Yep, 10:30 tonight is Canucks and Golden Knights, and the next game in their series.
Score here. Come on.
Yeah.
Got to look for a goal here. You know what though? I don't know if you guys would agree with this, but the first period of this series has been, I mean, pretty uneventful and just kind of
Except for game 2.
Well, yeah, in game 2, yeah.
Whoa. I licked you.
Let's see here. Nick Leddy's got it.
You.
4-on-4 still for another 30 seconds. Barsby.
Oh!
Yeah, Brian Elliott. Nice save. Nice save.
Yeah, test him early. Just throw everything at him.
Ian, are you as comfortable with Brian Elliott as you are Carter Hart?
Well, I mean, like, I would say yes. Like, it's definitely the appropriate call to play Elliott today. Carter Hart, something special. You can't say that there are many goalies out there that actually have the skill set that kid has. So
he's got so much patience too. Like just the way he plays overall it's very impressive. But I agree with you, like you said, it's still playoff hockey, still a process, as Alain Vigneault says, and you got to work your way through it like you would any other game during the season. And expecting a player to play back to back at goaltender in the playoffs is just a lot, especially at 20 or 21, however old he is. I got 13:45 left here first. for you. Just 5 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Holden, what was for dinner tonight?
Macaroni and cheese.
Nice. Macaroni and cheese. Do you ever eat hot dogs in your macaroni and cheese? Because I learned last night that Holden
At the same time,
Yeah.
Ew. Oh, man.
Gross.
No, that's
there we
delicious.
go.
you could put macaroni and cheese on your hot dog.
No, in it. You mix it
No,
around.
In your hot dog.
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Like you cut up your hot dog and then you put it in the bowl of mac and cheese.
No?
Yeah.
That's a delicacy in some places.
I don't like macaroni and cheese together with hot dog.
Oh, you know what I do love, though? We have a convenience store down here that originates where Ian is from called Wawa. And they have, yes, Wawa. And they have macaroni and cheese bowls. And they put cheesesteak in the macaroni and cheese bowl or buffalo chicken. I want that. Hey, can we call? Does Wawa deliver?
Wow.
You can Uber Eats Wawa.
Is that
That is the thing you can do.
Can you Uber Eats Wawa?
I have done it.
It was fatty.
Ooh. I might have to have that adventure live on the stream tonight.
Would you like to have some buffalo? Would you like to eat some buffalo?
No.
How about buffalo chicken?
No.
Do you know that buffalo chicken's not really buffalo?
No.
It's chicken.
It's not chicken. It's just buffalo chicken.
No, but it's chicken.
It's chicken, not buffalo.
Right.
They call it buffalo because it's the sauce. And apparently the sauce comes from Buffalo, which also is not technically New York. It's Canada.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not technically Canada. Technically New York. It's figuratively Canada.
Okay. Okay, Ninja Go, blah, 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 Ninja Go.
Oh. Tim, my dream is to have Hockey Now presented by Wawa. Either
That sponsorship would be amazing.
right? Either that or give me a Tim Hortons. Give me a Tim Hortons with its mac and cheese and hot dogs are a Canadian staple like poutine. Yup. I'm telling you, Holden, don't count it out. You might find you like it a lot.
Don't they just call it craft in Canada? Don't they just say they're having like a craft dinner and that's like mac and cheese?
I don't know, Walt. If you can, we'll give Walt like 6 or 8 seconds to respond. That's how long it usually takes everybody to see the question or hear the question. And I'll actually make a banner. I gotta start doing these more. What is mac and cheese called in Canada? That's our topic of discussion right now. All right, Walt, we're waiting on you to find out what this is.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
Yes, craft is pop. He said craft is popular, but do they just refer to it as craft? I'm having a craft dinner. Thank you, Aaron. That's why we're here to entertain and find out things that are pressing. Yeah,
like I was always told that like craft dinner, it's like the equivalent of like Xerox. Like even though it's all like you just call everything a Xerox regardless.
Like Kleenex.
Yeah,
it's not just it's
not just a brand. It's just like all mac and cheese is craft dinner.
Craft, yeah. So I misspoke earlier. Darren didn't boisterously cheer in the overtime game because the Flyers won that game in overtime, and I've just reminded that because I had these titles up when Darren was on screen. Very bad Islanders fan, a fairly distraught Islanders fan, a extremely overzealous Flyers fan. I missed the word fan there. 30 minutes ago, this man was freaking out. He was literally freaking out. But Josh's response was great.
We have a penalty. I don't know who it's on.
He's coming here. All right. Oh, that's going to be on interference, I think.
It's okay. We're like 0 for $1 million in the power play this offseason.
We're going to have a power play.
Haven't gotten anything on. Both sides have had some trouble with their. Well, no, it was the Lightning who were having trouble with their power play. But they problem. But
It's called interference.
Clutterbuck sent down for interference. 2 minutes in the box. He'll feel the shame, and we will watch the power play. I got 12, 18, 17, 16, 15, and I'll count you down to 12 minutes here in a moment. I've got 12:05, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12 minutes on the clock. We're synced up. We're watching together, and the Flyers are on the Pico power play.
Great play right there. Great play.
The dude, Josh, who was on with us the other day, Ian, he had a couple of Flyers-related sound effects on his sound mixer here. So he was calling for the Pico power play. And,
That's a good save there.
yeah. Just covered it right up. Lots of traffic in front.
Did he just tap the post, thanking the post?
I don't know. Let's see if that was a poster or not. Oh, he sprawled out on top of it. Wow. Is it just me hearing, or has Kevin Hayes the last couple games seemed to be a non-factor?
Yeah, I mean, he came out hot. He came out super hot. He's cooling down a little bit, but that's you kind of have to expect that.
Sure. I didn't know if that was just me because he did come out really, really strong. Really strong.
What was it in game 2? He had the 2 back-to-back
Yeah.
goals in the first, and then that was pretty much about it. They decided to shut him down a little bit.
Yep. Real power player.
The Flyers do have to do a better job of handling Barzal, though.
Yeah,
That guy's been everywhere.
he can go anywhere on the ice he wants with speed and effectiveness. That's how you knew the Islanders would be all right without Tavares, Darren, is how good Barzal is.
The first Islanders-Toronto game at the Nassau Coliseum the year after he left was fantastic. The crowd was cheering Barzy's better.
Yep. Oh, I remember.
Oh, wow.
It was fantastic. We won that game like 6-2 or something, or like 6-0.
Yeah, dude. If you've never,
Barzy's better all night. It was fantastic. And
got-
we don't need you. We don't need you.
oh my God, dude, there's got to be highlights or some kind of a game, just what's the word for it?
It was the greatest ever.
Recap is the word I'm looking for.
It was the greatest ever. And that was before I had the hockey package where I could watch it. So I was listening to the audio of it. And you could, and the radio announcers knew, let the audience hear this. And they were having that ambiance. They were having the crowd noise, kind of mic'd up. And you heard it throughout the whole game. It was fantastic.
It was very, very epic. Even if you're not an Islander fan, you were definitely appreciating it and feeling the pain.
And then your idiot ex-Ranger, Sean Avery, called us a bunch of bozos and idiots. And
Sean Avery's the bozo.
Sean Avery. Oh my God. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
idiot.
I would rather not hear his name ever, but people were calling for him to replace Mike Milbury. Like, just because they took Mike Milbury off doesn't mean you have to replace him with another equally as
Right.
We could just do without them. Like, hey,
We could be better.
right, exactly. Well, you see on the screen, 5-3 is the final over there in the Edmonton bubble. The Stars win number 3 in their series, and they lead that series 3-1 now.
No, maybe not.
Avalanche with their back against the wall. I'm not sure what their next game is. They're right back at it tomorrow, 9:45 p.m. So
He called Islander fans, like he called us, he insulted us, and he's like, that guy gave you 10 years of his career, and it's like, screw you, what are you even talking about? You don't even know what's going on.
Yep, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. He's a punk ass. I mean, even like Walt's saying, he's without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Still, glad you're heading home. Okay, so how about this? I haven't seen much of Claude Giroux.
Yeah, he has been scoreless. He's got some assists, but he does no goals since the return.
I know.
He's been absolutely silent.
It's been brutal.
Yeah.
And then
Konechny out of the gate was doing okay, but again, like this series, nowhere to be found.
I see Voracek here and there. I've seemed to see him playing the role player more than the offensive player. Like he'll step up and try to get that angle going for the team, but I haven't seen much from him either. And I think, oh my God, I put it all together, Ian. I put it all together.
Oh yeah,
they definitely created Gritty based on Giroux and Voracek. And I feel
because of the orange. Yeah, I mean that's the deal. Like Giroux and Gritty are related. Like no one,
yes,
you don't know.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And if you see their interactions on Twitter and on the Instagram, like they don't hide it. They're best friends.
They are. I've been trying to figure out where the wordplay. There's got to be some wordplay with Giroux and gritty. Like maybe Giroux means gritty in French.
I don't. Yeah, it does now. It translates.
It does now, right? Oh,
Right.
Colorado got another goal there at the end. I didn't realize Colorado got an empty netter. They actually ended up winning 5-4. The Avs. The Avs lost 5-4. Where are we here? I can get rid of this one then. All right. Get rid of this. Yeah, see, like 6 shots on goal for the Flyers here, 5 for the Islanders, 9:35 here left in the play in the period. It's been such a slow start. These games have started so slow. So they can find something.
Yeah, both teams are trying to figure out what they want to do and capitalize on stuff. I haven't really been that impressed with the Flyers game plan going in. I'm not a huge fan of the dump and chase and like battling up the side of the boards when you cross into the zone. And it just seems like that's what they've been doing all series, and they're not coming in over the middle.
A lot of dump and chase in Alain Vigneault's. A lot of get the puck deep and try to win pucks down low. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's AV's game. And then, I mean, you're also talking about another coach who knows what he's doing in Barry Trotz. So they're both not trying to show their cards early and let the game kind of mature and play out. Flyers got the puck deep here. Nate Thompson throws it in front and nothing. Big game Brassard. He did he had some big games for the Rangers when he played over there. Big games. Let's see. Is Rob here? No, I don't think Rob is here. He's wondering if if Josh was going to be here, the Flyers fan. But Josh is at home watching he's in the Thunderdome, the WWE Thunderdome right now. All right, get rid of this. I want to pull up my extra stream here while we're waiting for the puck to drop. Nate Thompson is still playing. Yes, he is. And he's playing on the Flyers, Petey. Can't believe you're worried about the career of Nate Thompson, but nonetheless. Mr. Ning. Yes, I can send Mr. Ning the link. Hold on. Let me send that over to you. It's about time you guys met Jeff Ning. How did I send that to you? I sent it to you on email. That's right. Oh, there it is. I got to get Ning on here. I got to find out what the deal is for the Labor Day tournament next week. And I'm going to make him tell me in front of everybody. Jeff Ning, there it is. All right, sent. Which content is that you're talking about? The Jeff Ning, the Jeff Ning content? Walt said, Ian, I love AV, well liked by his players and media too. When he
he's been a class act with everything going on, and I'm all on board on the martinis and everything like that. So I think it's.
Did you see the thing with him the other night?
Yeah.
I thought he handled it just perfectly,
as well as you could.
Absolutely, just perfectly. I mean, there was something else that Walt said. When we say KD, everyone knows what that is. Craft dinner. All right. Oh, yeah. Good call, Walt. Let me put the warning banner up for Ning when he gets on here. Actually, we'll wait for him to get here.
What do they call Chinese food in China?
Food.
Exactly. You just say exactly. Is there a point to that?
Yeah.
No. What? Who needs a point? Still trying to figure out what to do next weekend with the Labor Day tournament, because I got to do something. I got to do streams. I can't not do it. We'll be in the conference final. And in essence, I mean, they're going to start. It all depends if I don't want to say this. I don't want to upset you, Ian. But if the Islanders are able to wrap this up by Wednesday and Tampa Bay is able to wrap it up tomorrow, then both of those teams can travel and be in the bubble by Saturday, and they can just get right to it. So we'll see what happens there with the schedule going forward. Interception there. Yep. See, they get it that deep, and then they just dump it into the corner and see what they can do to win it back.
Like at least try to put it on net, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Go for a rebound. Do something like that.
So when you're in Italy and you go to a restaurant, isn't it an Italian restaurant?
How hard is it to keep a straight face? Because I could never keep a straight face. Look at this guy. Macho Man Randy.
Yeah, brother.
That was you just mixed Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's up, Ning? How are you?
I'm all right.
Just all right?
Oh, I'm so tired. Schedules and schedules and schedules and schedules.
Jeff, I thought I was going to have to talk you down the ledge. 5 days ago, it looked like there might have been 2 more hurricanes that were going to be, you know?
I mean, there's still disturbances out there, but I hate to say, but I think we'll be all right.
I'm in here. Hold on 1 second. Actually, we'll save it when we come back for the commercial, Darren. We'll get that in there. Yeah, I thought for sure we were gonna have to delay it again. By the way, this is Jeff, Ian, Brian, Darren.
Jeff, pleasure to meet you.
You guys?
Legend precedes you.
Jeff is yes, he is. There is a legend of Jeff Ning. Everybody loves it. There we go. See, still saying. Walt said to make sure. Better put up the Ning warning banner. So let me put that up right now. You may encounter hockey language, so we'll throw that up there. Very safe. What are we ready for next weekend?
I'm getting there.
That doesn't feel like very much confidence in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. How ready we are or not, it's how much we end up having to do on the fly, like the one Columbus Day or not. You know,
I know. Which hotel am I? No, you don't have to tell me all that now. Am I right there by the rink?
Huh?
Am I? I mean, should I not talk to you about this on the stream with everybody else?
No, that's fine.
Am I staying close to the venue?
Yeah, you'll be at Wesley Chapel all week. Oh, staying close to the venue.
Wait, I will be at Wesley Chapel all weekend though, right? I won't go to Brandon.
Right, you're at the Wesley Chapel all weekend, and you're in the hotel. It's like Hampton Inn, Wesley Chapel.
The one right there, or is it driving?
Yeah, where you walk across the street into the hotel.
Let me look for myself here. Let's see, Wesley Chapel.
Dude, I'm not kidding. It might measure the distance in feet.
Really? All right, I'm good with that. The only thing, there's 2 things that I want to do while I'm out, that I have to do while I'm in that area. And
what you do in the privacy of your own hotel room is up to you.
No. There's none of that. I am. Hold on. Let me see here.
Well,
the Hampton.
Perfect. It's up to you and your roommate. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm staying. Me and Lyston are staying together, right? You did get 2 beds for us, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure we don't have to share a bed. Hold on 1 second.
2 queens.
2 queens. Islanders are on the power play right now. I didn't want to miss out on that one. No, I want to go to the I'm going to go to the cemetery while I'm out there, because Florida National Cemetery is just 30 minutes from the venue. And then there is another store that I have to visit while I'm out there.
Oh, you want to go to Carol Baskin's wild cat rescue?
I have no interest in Carol Baskin or anything about her or the Tigers or anything like that.
Not even curiosity?
God, no. Not even a little bit. Nothing could disinterest me more than that whole Tiger King thing. Nothing could disinterest me more.
Oh, come on. It was fascinating.
Perfect.
I guess.
You watch it?
Come on.
No, I didn't. It was fascinating in a quarantine when there was nothing else to watch. But I didn't. Oh, big.
Oh, my God.
Stops.
I missed that.
45 seconds left here on the power play for the Islanders. And here. They are right there. Oh, another one right into the pads.
Petey Panda in the house tonight?
He is. Petey's here. He said he called me a diva because I wanted to stay close to the venue. Thanks, Petey. I appreciate it.
That's so true.
Shut up. I'm not a diva. I'm I'm nowhere near a diva. PD, how dare you, dude? I thought we were buds. I thought we were buds.
PD's told me what it's like to have to deal with the talent.
Oh. Whatever. The talent. Is that what you referred to? Oh, well, here's my other question. Am I going to be able to PA Championship Sunday, or do you have PA announcers?
No, you can do it.
I really want to.
Okay.
Do you want to know why I want to? I mean, there's a couple.
To wear your mask.
Number one, I don't have to wear a mask. And I know I have to wear a mask, and I'm going to wear a mask, but I am not looking forward to having to wear a mask all weekend. The only saving grace I think I can think of, Jeff, and I mean this sincerely, they're stabbing at it.
Not today.
Hayes comes in and tries to push at Josh Bailey, but nothing happened in there. The only saving grace that I have, Jeff, is that maybe in the rink, actually, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to switch me. And where is everybody? Did everybody drop out?
I'm still here. I'm having more camera problems.
Where did Ning go? Jeff, did you drop off? Oh, there you are. Nice. I wonder if that's going to fit. I hope that's going to fit me. I'm going to bring my my Performance Knit Rangers one. This week I'm going to get the Rangers #1, and I'm going to put it. I'm going to sew it or iron it right onto the mask as a big #1.
As in first round draft pick, first pick overall.
To signify that the fact that the Rangers got eliminated from the qualifying round in 3 games, and then they won the right to draft
overall.
Yeah, the first pick overall. So you might have heard about it. Ian, I'm only taking you off the.
That's fine.
The stream. Yeah, the only thing that there was a QR code that was on there, so I didn't want anybody to scan it, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm taking over Ian's rig over there.
All right, Holden has a really deep thought.
Oh, Holden, please. Yeah, go ahead, Holden. Please tell us.
Look at the camera and tell him what you just told me.
I don't know what I just told
What
them.
did you say about food?
It turns into poop when you eat it.
3:18 left here in the first period. It's scoreless. Ning, Sil wants one of our blue line masks.
I only have if I have any extras, I might be able to shoot one up to you, but right now I only got enough for the staff for the weekend.
I'll send you mine, Sil, because I don't know that I'll keep it. I don't know that I'll want to wear it in public afterwards.
You'll need it in another month down in Columbus Day.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, thank God. That just hearing about that, I totally forgot about that, is much more of a relief than you even understand. I feel like maybe in the I feel bad. I don't want to take Ian off because we can hear him.
No, that's fine.
But I see there's a QR code for Screen Link on your screen.
Is there really? Because I don't even have that selected. But Screen Link, it doesn't matter. QR code doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then if anybody wants to scan it, they can. I don't want you to go away because I want to be able to talk.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I think that because we'll be in an ice rink, Jeff, we may have better. The masks might actually be more tolerable because they will be warming our faces.
That's possible. We'll see.
Probable? I don't know. Possible? Yes, definitely possible. How long do you think it will take before we have to ask somebody to put a mask on? Do we have
5 minutes?
Without a doubt. Do we have masks to give people?
I bought 200 masks.
Good.
To walk around with if somebody does not have one.
Okay. Good.
I feel it's my responsibility to give them a mask. They have to have one to get inside. So if they're not smart enough to bring their own and we run out, sorry, you got to go buy one. Hopefully they sell them at the store down the street or something.
Is it true only one parent per player is allowed in the venue? What's that?
1.5 spectators per rostered player. So if they have a roster of 15 players, they get 23 spectators, and we're going to be giving out access cards. And we're going to be checking for them too.
So in case a kid doesn't have a parent that can be there, there can still be somebody there representing that kid, or
and the cards are not tied to a kid.
Okay, good.
Tied to a team, and you can only watch the team that you're there with. So that card will only get you access to that team's games.
Oh, so there's not going to be many people loitering around. You come in, you watch the game, you get out.
There should be no more than, I would say, 20. So in in the building at one time during a changeover, even most people in the building should be 320 at max, and that's through all 4 rinks.
Tim does security. He works at Daytona. He goes around the country, works NASCAR stuff too. So I think he's asking if you need any security assistance.
Actually, the rink made me get a sheriff for the weekend.
Good.
And they worked with they asked me if I'd work with them and split the cost on it. So we're splitting the cost of having a sheriff on hand.
Good.
Hey, better than having to call one.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right.
Anybody notice 14 shots on goal for the Islanders in the first period?
I didn't see that, but now I know.
That's incredible. I love that.
Wow. Holden, what do you think of the first period so far?
They're taking a break.
I know. Do you think they deserve a break, or do you think they should keep playing until they score?
Keep playing until they score.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they should keep playing, no breaks until somebody scores a goal.
Yeah, because they're taking a break right now.
Got it, Ian. Thanks for jumping in, dude. Come on in. Yeah, hang with us for a bit. Hang in the comments. And Rob's here, already wishing overtime on us, multiple overtimes.
So who are Darren and Holden?
So Darren is we worked radio together when he was here in Florida way back when I was younger, like 2004, 2005. He's from Long Island originally. I've known him. One of the first things we connected on was he was an Islander fan, so we connected on hockey. So Darren's in Dallas right now.
And weed.
Yeah, what's that?
And weed.
And in that point in my life at 22, 23 years old, there weren't many people that, wanted to hang out with me unless that happened. But yeah, and that's one of the things I need to do when I'm in Tampa, by the way, in case you can. Are you gonna let Jamie work with us? She messaged me and asked if you were gonna let her work with her.
Is she on right now?
No, she's not. But this is gonna be recorded. So, huh?
She's done.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's not go any further then. Let's not go any further. We can talk about this.
He just went way over the line.
All right.
About offline what happened. So
yeah, you tell me about that later.
Yep.
Aaron's 20s were so boring. What were you doing in your 20s, Aaron? I know what me and Darren were doing. Me and Darren were, dude. You were.
I know who I was doing in my 20s.
You were a part of you, me, Mike, and Evan, the Perfect Circle concert at Hard Rock.
Oh, the famous van.
Still the best concert experience of my whole life.
One of the greatest ever. When we opened up that door.
I don't want to tell that door, everybody. I don't want nobody to judge me. I was a kid also. But listen, all right, then I will tell the story because it's pretty epic.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
So Perfect Circle, are you familiar with that band, Jeff?
No.
Tool, are you familiar with the band Tool?
Mommy?
Heard of them, I believe. I'm guessing this is more like alternative progressive rock type of thing, or
yeah, pretty much. Rob, you have plenty of stories also. We can talk about those one night also. But we at that time I was working with the afternoon guy at our station, so I would go out and broadcast from all of the concerts. And in this case, A Perfect Circle was like my favorite band at the time, and I was so pumped to go out there. And Darren and my roommate, were we roommates at the time? Yes, we were roommates at the time.
Your roommate, yeah.
So Darren and my roommate worked in promotions, and they went and set up the tent and come by before the show and take a T-shirt, yada yada yada, all that stuff. And I was inside because I was doing the broadcast, and I got to interview the band. I was really pumped about it. So after the interview, my plan was to bring my interview gear out to the car with my friend that I was with, and we were going to prepare for the concert. So we went ahead and prepared for the concert, and then we walked back in to the venue. And
we're going to talk about the van. We were in the radio station van.
So I went back. Yeah. So I went back to the venue, and Darren and Mike are breaking down their side of the whole thing. And they're like, "You want to walk with us to the van?" And we're like, no, we're good. We'll just hang out here, wait for you. And then they were like, walk with us to the van, which was parked behind the venue. Long story short, the four of us, I mean, when I talk about the term hot box,
the door opened and there was just a cloud that escaped from the van. And then we're all stumbling out, walking through the band entrance basically into the Hard Rock. And we walk in, and immediately when we walk into the venue,
Jeff, I'm telling you, we walked in the back, we walked in the side door. I stopped and looked at the stage. 20 seconds later, I see Darren and my roommate in the middle of the floor, and I see them stop. We wave at each other, and as we're waving, lights go down and the show starts. Like as fresh of a session as you could have before a concert like that. Please, guys, don't judge me here. Please. We'll talk about hockey and cannabis one day because there's a lot more between hockey and cannabis than many people realize, but we'll save that for another day. In this case, that was probably that was the finest concert that I ever saw. Definitely. What was the best concert you ever saw, Ning?
Me?
Yeah, were you a concert guy?
I've never been a big concert guy. I never went to concerts as a kid. The best musical festival, I guess, was a thing back in, I want to say it was 1993. It was called Energy Rush, and it was in Toronto. And it was an outdoor festival on Center Island in Toronto. And it had bands like, not bands, I was into club, house music, electronica. So the headliners were Two Unlimited. Yeah.
Dude, in the 90s, that would have been epic to see them.
Captain Hollywood Project was there. A big techno band called Human Resource was there.
Human Resource.
It was 11 acts all together. And then after that, that went from about 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. And then at 7 p.m. they stopped that. And then there was a rave like at around 11 p.m. downtown Toronto.
Wow.
So, but, you know, I went to the raves, but I never partook.
Sure.
I was just a water drinker.
I
had a great time. So
I go to EDC. I go to electronic music festivals now still, and I don't go to partake. I like people watching first and foremost, but the music is really,
and they're way crazier now than they were when I was back in my day. Then they did a follow-up one, an Energy Rush 2. So Energy Rush 1 was on Toronto Island. It was a big stage and then just a huge field.
Right.
The second one was in a place called Ontario Place, and it was in their amphitheater. So it was all seating. So it was a little bit smaller and a little more intimate, but it was just as good. And great venue. They had, I don't know if you heard of Ashley McIsaac, but he's a violin player from Eastern Canada, and he played on a song. You remember the song Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, Rednecks.
Well, there was a different one, a similar kind of song by a Canadian group. I can't remember who it was, but Ashley McIsaac played on it, and it's a really good one. He's the one that did that. So kind of a crossover song there. And I can't remember all the acts now. I call them acts because they're not bands. They don't play any instruments. Maybe a keyboard here and there, but pretty much the DJs and a couple of vocalists.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
And I'd say actual concert. I hit Velvet Sessions a lot. You know about Velvet Sessions at the Hard Rock over here?
Oh, yeah. Love the Velvet Sessions at Hard Rock Hotel.
My favorite ones. So one of them we went to was a group called Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Yeah, ARS, of course. I'm going to you.
So funny story was Becky and I, we were getting married. We got married in November of 2012.
By the way, tell Becky that I did not forget to get back to her. We will have time to talk.
In February, I want to say we were doing the wedding planning, and we decided the song we're going to dance to is "So Into You" by ARS.
I was just singing it, yeah.
In April, they announced they were doing Velvet Sessions, so we went to Velvet Sessions, saw them play, and then we went up to the guy at the end of it. We went up to the stage manager, said, "Hey, can we get a we have, I can't remember what we asked for, maybe just to meet the guys or something." And they say, "Hey, come on." So he came back up. He said, "Band said to come on in." So we went all the way down into the back, into the green room, and got a picture with the whole band and just hung out with them for a little bit, for like 15, 20 minutes. And so that was pretty cool. And then I really liked Howard Jones. We saw Howard Jones twice.
I wanted to go to that one. We couldn't make it over there for it, but I wanted to go see that.
Really good performer.
It can only get better. Is Gary Bettman announcing the Hockeyville right now? See, this is what upsets me about Gary Bettman. Dude, we know you're home. Put a t-shirt on. You don't need to put on. Nobody is sitting around their own house in a shirt like he's wearing.
He looks like a pastor. A white shirt is a terrible choice.
Right?
I've got David Amber and Brian Burke on my screen.
Oh, do you watching SN?
Yeah.
So let me break this down real quick, Ning, because it looks like does your email that you sent out, does that pertain to me? Because I'm not getting housekeeping for 3 days.
Right, unless you specifically ask for it. That's how the hotels are running nowadays, most of them.
I don't know if Jason is going to enjoy rooming with me if there's no housekeeping that comes in there. Okay.
I mean, you'll get fresh towels and shit, but I don't know that they're going to make the room up. They might.
Even Pete knows it. Poor Jason.
I may have an extra room that I can split you guys up. If I do, you guys be the ones I split up.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, I go to the rink and I'm there all day and then I leave, and don't forget not to schedule me too early, please.
I know. You're like me. You like to roll in around 11, noon.
I'll stay all day if I can get there at 11 or noon. If I can sleep until 9 or 10, then that's ideal for me.
We are going to be all hands on deck on Friday night because normally what's our check-in process at the rink? Hey, how you doing? Go have fun. Not today. We got to really forms. We got to collect. But then we also have to give out the access cards, which is going to be coaches access cards, player access cards, spectator access cards, team manager, all that stuff. Are there NHL games on Tuesday night? I'm guessing there is.
There's games every night.
Because we're going to have a conference call on Tuesday at 7. I don't know if you can be on it or not. I'm going to send that out tonight just for the staff to get on. Just to talk about some of the things we're doing, because I don't want everybody getting there and getting there cold. But we have 74 teams in the tournament. I think 48 start Friday night. So we're going to have to check 48 teams in. So we'll probably have 6 or 7 people working on Friday night just to get us through the night. And I want to be able to have people get regular breaks, within the hour, at least be able to get 10, 15 minutes, get outside of the rink and take their mask off and just breathe a little bit.
So we are in luck in a couple of places. First and foremost, Tuesday, Islanders and Flyers are at 7 o'clock, but I would invite you to have your all-staff meeting on Hockey Now. Well, I could put 10 people on the screen. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, we could, but I don't know that you want to. I don't care about people knowing what we're talking about, but
I don't care either. I mean, what? So we talk for 15 minutes while I'm sitting here watching the game, and I still did. Could you imagine?
I'll probably run a little longer than 15 minutes.
Darren, could you imagine I'm sitting here and Jeff's trying to go? Darren is went to his dog. I don't even know if he can hear me right now. Can you imagine if you? I don't think he can either. You're right in the middle of a spiel, and I hit the goal horn or something like that.
Oh yeah, I thought somebody scored. I'm looking behind me.
No. Sil, dude, as soon as you can get down here, bring Sil. Bring Sam down. Both of you guys come down here, and then we can start getting Sam's teams to come down and compete. But they're probably way too good for the teams here. But no, we can do that. So what I was saying is 7 o'clock Tuesday is Islanders Flyers. Now, if the Lightning beat the Bruins tomorrow night, and the Islanders beat the Flyers on Tuesday, then the Eastern Conference is done for the week. And as much as I follow the Western games, I won't be as compelled to make sure that I'm streaming during them.
And I know, I'm sure that they have to fly out there now, right? They have to head to Edmonton after this?
After this, yeah. So right now, the NHL on the schedule has Friday night is Canucks, Golden Knights, and Stars Ave. So I'm just clear there. If I can't do a stream, I can't do a stream. Saturday night, if there is a game 7 Islanders Flyers, I'm going to have to figure out how to do a stream.
You'll figure it out.
I'm going to have to figure that out. That's all. But then otherwise, Sunday, Monday is good. If I miss the first game of the conference finals, I missed the first game. I'd rather not if I don't have to, but we'll figure it out. I'm all about being there because honestly, I mean.
The Islanders knock out the Flyers before that weekend or that series is over, and the other one isn't. That's all there's going to be playing is the West because I don't think they're going to start the East before the West is over. Unless
if the Islanders win and if the Islanders win Wednesday or I'm sorry, if the Islanders can win Tuesday and the Lightning can finish tomorrow and both series are done by Tuesday, then they'll probably move them over to the bubble by Friday and they may start Saturday night.
I don't know that they would start them early because they'd be giving them a potential advantage with rest over the Western Conference teams.
No, they're not playing against the Western Conference teams. The two Eastern.
No, but I know, but if that series starts early and then the Western Conference final doesn't start until 5 days later, that series could go a lot longer. That let's say the Western Conference series is a sweep, but the East goes 5, but the East is still done before, even though it goes longer.
What are you talking about? What foot fetish?
Because look at Darren's screen.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it now.
4 toes.
What are you doing there, Darren? Darren's toes. God. Is my camera still stuttering? No, it's okay. It's better now. Are those toes? Yes, they are. Darren, are you there? Darren, come on. Hello? No, I can't even unmute him. He'll be back for the next period. He's probably like, this guy's just talking about some other stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm worrying, dude. Hey, somebody's gonna have to start paying if we're gonna put feet on this. I've learned how profitable feet are.
What's he doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing, Darren? You all right?
Sorry, my wife doesn't have a bra on. she didn't want to be in the she had to tell me something, and she didn't want to be in the camera feed.
So we got your toes?
You're worried about my language.
I just put the laptop down, and I guess you got my feet. Sorry. I thought you liked that kind of thing.
Darren, you don't even know what we have. I mean, this is what Ning did. Well, no, not that one. This one here. This is what Ning did on. I mean, he showed full nip after the Maple Leafs lost. Look at that. That's full nip. Yeah, in bed.
That's hot.
Are you letting a beard grow, Jeff?
I just haven't had a chance to shave. It's not intentional.
You should let it grow out a that. It doesn't look bad.
Look at right. Is it here?
Oh, yeah. Never mind. You gotta shave that. Yeah, patchy.
That hasn't been my whole life. That's like in the last 6 months. It started. Nothing growing there.
Hey,
I got to go to the dermatologist. So
Aaron for toes. You are going all AM over there. All Austin Matthews beard. He's got his patchy beard too.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
I'm very aroused.
I'm very aroused. What's that from?
The time it works.
It's Anchorman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So let me also ask this, Jeff. What's this about? You're not going to have breakfast for me,
dude? It's not my call. It's the hotel.
I get it, but
they'll have breakfast, but it'll be a grab and go bag.
Wait, are we gonna? Well, don't we usually do food at the rink for workers? Don't we usually take care of food for the workers? Remember last
anymore? That's expensive.
Darren, last year we did a tournament, and I was like, dude, you got to buy food for the workers. We got to do this. And he's like, all right, whatever you got to do, just do it. And then by the end of each night, I had spent like $150 on catering for 8 people, pizzas and Buca de Beppo. We did PDQ chicken.
Sounds delicious.
What is this? There's been plenty of PD, what is this? Did you get Miss Becky her weed puller?
Okay, you ready for the second period?
I actually had one of those things. Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Not like you see on TV. Those weeds were it was a hole dug. They just drop the weed in there unrooted and then pull it out for the commercial. Come on.
I'm gonna actually put myself here so I can throw our PD.
You can't see my new name.
What are you doing there, PD? Oh, PD, the talent is getting difficult. Hey, come here. Come here.
So you think if my son asked my wife what a period is?
No, don't.
About hockey?
Look at Petey. That's a cute dog, huh?
Oh, there's Brian's dog. Look at Petey. There's his dog. Oh, isn't that cute? He looks like Gordy, except black and white.
You're stupid. Stupid.
Okay.
What's stupid? The dog?
No, stop it.
Oh, stop it. I thought you said Petey was stupid. I was like,
I was moving the computer. No, leave it alone.
You don't even know him.
Okay, here we go. Second period.
all right,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Pyramid.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
1940 and the clock is stopped. Petey, show everybody. Say hi.
Oh,
He's a good pup.
that's
He's
cute.
a good pup. Yeah, he ran right away from me. For those of you just wanting to watch a hockey game, this has turned into a lot more. I'm negotiating my continental breakfast at the hockey tournament last week. We've been talking about concerts that me and Darren have attended. Sil is booking a family vacation. So lots going on here. But nonetheless, I'm not saying how much time's left on the clock. Darren, you know why. How much time's left on the clock?
I have 1940.
Yeah, I don't say that number. 38, 37, 36, 35, 4.
I'm at 1910.
2, 1, 19, 30 on the clock we're watching together. No, dude, I don't see that.
Fortunately, the clock doesn't go to 1967.
True story. What were you saying, Darren?
I said that's ridiculous because you've already won. You won in 94. So that number has no meaning anymore.
Don't care.
Irrelevant.
Way too many bad memories revolving that number.
It's moo. It's a moot point.
Not moot or moat or any of it.
It's a moot point. It's the cow's opinion. It doesn't matter. The point is moo.
That was one of my favorite chants, though.
A moot point. Petey's my dog. He wants to know no lobby waffles or nothing. No, they probably can't even do that in the lobby anyway.
No buffets can't do it.
All right. Well, we'll make it. We'll make it through. We'll make it by.
And it got no battery.
There's a Buffalo Wild Wings right at the end of the street.
Is there really? Oh, we can do wings.
Not walking distance, but it's like maybe quarter of a mile.
We need to have. Well, you know what you need to do when we get there. This is real talk. You need to make sure that they save a tournament spot for us right near the front so that we could have a vehicle. So if somebody needs to run and get food or run to a hotel, we can come back and park in our spot again.
I turned that down, actually.
Well, you
They
what?
wanted me to pay for it.
What?
Yeah.
Why? You don't need to get. I don't want you air. You don't have to air dirty laundry on here. You don't have to.
They've been, for the most part, they've been really good. They worked really well with me, so I have no complaints.
How many rinks are there that we're running? 4? 1 Olympic?
Mm-hmm.
1 Olympic, 3 regular size. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's saying, Aaron. I think that's exactly what he is saying.
In some things, but in other ways, they're doing a great job, and they give us a great rate on the ice. I mean, I can't complain about that at all. So
sweet. Oh, the other reason I have to do PA on Sunday is because I think John might be there, the game presentation manager from the Panthers. And I'll have you know that he told me in a text he's excited to see my work. So things better look good or I'm going to be very mad.
Why do his kids play?
His kid is a goalie for either 10 or 12U.
His last name's not Millhouse, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's Adams Brown, I think.
Adams Brown is the kid's last name?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But regardless, John's going to be there, and John's the game day director for the Panthers.
I think I'm wondering, I may have communicated with him for Columbus Day last year because remember, Mike couldn't make it down, so I had to get somebody to do chirp.
Yep. You might have. You probably did. You may have.
And I think maybe him, and then he gave my information to someone else to get in touch with. So
okay. Yeah. So there's a lot riding on this for me. I mean, I know it's all about the kids, and it's all about Blue Line, but there's a lot on the line for me.
If it involves you going to work for the Panthers, I'm going to screw it so bad.
I'm not. That's South Florida. Although my best friend is in Miami right now. He's looking at taking an opportunity for a job in Miami. So he might be moving down from Jersey. So I might be all about. I mean, Aaron, thank you. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. That's me. No, I don't. Jeff knows. I love working the tournaments with Jeff. All joking aside. With what?
That's the talent speaking.
That's what you call me, is the talent, but you don't need to. I love work. I do love working the tournaments. We do a great job. We have a lot of fun. We make it as memorable as we can for the kids. We try not to have to interact with too many angry parents because, as we all know, Darren, does Holden play any sports?
Not organized.
Disorganized?
We play house, though. We play baseball in the backyard. He loves golf, and he's been in karate class.
But nothing organized yet.
Well, how old is he? Like 6?
Not yet.
5?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. 4, yeah. Well, the reason I'm asking you is because anybody who's around youth sports knows that parents of youth athletes who have their coffee cup don't have coffee in their coffee cup. I really do think that youth sports is just another way for adults to socialize and drink.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all they do. That's what they got.
That's why they like the tournaments.
Absolutely. Speaking of drinking, Sil, what are you drinking over there, Sil?
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, et toi?
Oh, Canada. Wait a minute. Canada Dry?
Oh.
Soda. What does it say? Soda Jim.
Okay, let's
Ginger.
see. Okay, it's ginger ale.
Yeah. Ginger ale. Right.
Hey, so you got any Vachon cakes there? Like maybe Joe Louis or Passion Flaky or
I don't have it. I don't have any right now because my kids just kill those boxes as they come in. But yeah, I mean, Joe Louis.
You know what the billet log is?
Rob, come on. It's just called dry up in Canada. It's like what Aaron was asking. If you go to Canada and order a Canada Dry, do you just order a dry?
No. You know what? Hey, Brian, it's a funny thing he says that. So, would you ever cook steaks?
Like
You
cook
ever
steak?
cook steak?
Yeah.
You ever use Montreal steak spice?
Yep.
I know what it is, but no.
You've heard of Montreal steak spice?
Yeah.
Well, Becky and I went to Montreal this spring before. Remember with Luke?
Oh, yep.
We went into the store and
Another one.
in the store
Chances here. Sorry.
they had steak spice.
That they was called the steak spice. Gary was asking earlier, do they call it Italian restaurant in Italy?
Restaurant.
What was the other one you said? What do they call it? Chinese? What is it?
Yeah, what do they call Chinese food in China?
Oh my God! What is he? That sounded like a bona fide gunshot. And you're in Texas, so I can't count that out.
How do you call Chinese food in China? Don't they eat bats down there? I mean,
I'm offended by that.
Are you? You're not Chinese. Japanese, aren't you? Uh-oh. We got a new Ning title here. Whoa. I thought that might have squelched through, but Grace had it.
My God.
Right? That could have get poked right in.
My last name.
I thought that was a goal.
Guys, you got to forgive me for a minute. I'm gonna. My mom's yelling at me real quick. My mom's yelling at me.
Look how close
You have to know if it's really a playoff game. It can't be that good since we're not even talking about it. I mean, she's definitely yelling at me right now.
Wow.
I mean, you're right though, Ma. It's not that it hasn't been an exciting game. It's just been slow to get moving. And today's
What
just
is the score?
the score is 0-0.
There you go. Question answered.
whoa,
Good call. Oh, that
what
could
a
have
hit.
Yep.
And who's playing the Islanders? Is there a more boring team on the planet? Now, I'll say this. I would take the Islanders over the Leafs any day. I'd rather a team that wins than that plays exciting.
True story. And thank you, Aaron, for coming up strong for me there. It's Eastern Conference muddy hockey. Ah, you're watching. I have your masks, Ma. I'm gonna run those up to you. I'm not gonna wear them. I was thinking about wearing them to Jeff's to the tournament next weekend, but they are navy blue with polka dots. Those won't work so well for me.
I'm fine with that.
I know, Ma. I know you're not yelling, just asking. Tim, are you kidding me? Bro, and you didn't turn on your Uber Eats and tell me you were going to Wawa? Sorry. Still said that he didn't mean to. Did Sam have practice tonight, or do you have a game?
It's a 3-on-3 game again.
Oh, yeah. Is that mostly what he plays, is 3-on-3?
No, I mean that's summer. I mean with the fact that basically with everything with COVID and so on, I mean that was the most practical thing to do.
Yeah. This like Knicks Heat from the 90s. And Aaron, look at you guys talking basketball. Look at that. Hey, Rob, what about the Magic? Tim, same thing. What happened to the Magic? Tim, I saw you at that Wawa one night, didn't I? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, what happened to the Magic? Rob, Tim, whoever you guys, whichever one you guys want to chime in. I mean, that just once again, I think if a smart. Well, you should probably go to Vegas and put money on Milwaukee now because last year the Raptors got beat by the Magic in the first game. Then they won the next 4 and then ended up going on to win the championship.
Stomped all over the Magic.
They did that. No Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon. Yep, there you go. You guys both said it. No big time scorer. I don't know that Aaron Gordon is a big time scorer though. I like Michael Carter Williams. He plays really well. But I wonder how Josh is doing. Josh is in the Thunderdome right now. I wonder if he even knows what's going on with the Flyers game or the Islanders game. Oh, Darren, is he? Guys, it looks like he's punching. It looks like you're getting the cross punch. It looks like Alden is driving like punches into your.
He's so annoying.
Stop it. Oh man, what time are you getting out there on Friday, Ning?
I'm hitting Thursday. I'm going over Thursday night.
Are you? You don't need me Thursday night, do you?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I may, how far away is it from you?
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Damn it, you're ahead. You're ahead. Where the puck is right now.
I have a commercial break going on.
He'll get it across to Beauvillier, and it gets taken.
There's a turnover.
Right. Flyers lifted up and out. Oh, no, it's intercepted. Josh Bailey. Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson.
Yeah!
With 13:08 left in the second period, the Islanders have taken the lead 1-0. This is just like the game last night. And then the Islanders scored a goal, and now you got to think that the Flyers are going to play on their back foot.
We like to say that's the toy department.
The toy department.
That's what. Oh man, my brain is fried right now.
Top cheese. There you go. Top cheese down.
Who's the Isles?
Wasn't a bar down though.
Who was the Islanders coach a couple years ago? Oh my god, I can't think of the name.
The toy guy. What's the toy guy? Big, do you know
Laviolette?
I don't know. Was it? No, it wasn't Laviolette. Was it Capuano?
Oh, he's a former player too.
Ted Nolan? No, not Capuano. Not Ted Nolan.
No.
Ted Waite?
No, he's the play-by-play guy.
The play-by-play guy now. Oh, Butch? Not Butch Goring.
Goring,
yeah.
Butch Goring likes to say that's the toy department.
The toy department.
Upstairs.
Oh, okay. I needed.
All right, buddy, we're up 1-0.
You missed it earlier, Ning. He was Holden was definitely not happy about the bad guys, and one of my buddies was on that was a Flyers fan, and he kept referring to him as the bad guy.
Teaching him early.
Oh man! Wow. So 1-0 here.
Hey, Sil, seriously, ask Brian if he thinks I'm really offended, honestly.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? I don't. I mean, I hate it. You know what? I would actually I feel in that way when I would just like close the chat, go home. Well, I'm already home, but I mean, yeah, I mean that's the way I think.
No, does anything offend me?
Nothing offends this man. So nothing at all. The only what was it because of talking about
Chinese
food? You're not Chinese though. Are you Chinese or
Chinese? Yeah, Ning is the name.
Maybe your dad. For some reason, I thought your dad was Japanese, not Chinese.
I was born in Hong Kong.
Chinese food in China.
What's that?
What do they call Chinese food in China? Then he's the expert. He could tell us.
Just food, I guess, right?
I have to ask my dad. Probably food.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I'm saying. It's just food.
It's just food. Yeah,
it's just food.
Riveting conversation here. Hockey Now, watching together.
Call it pandemic starters.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, the best
Chinese food
I got was actually in the Chinese, like in the Montreal Chinese, like they have a full like Chinatown, and my God, you find some things that are just like you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't taste them from what they look like, but man, it's tasty. It's just like
Oh, man.
wow.
When we used to walk around in, we didn't go to Wo Hop. We need to still go to Wo Hop in Chinatown, but like you walk by and you see like all the roast duck and the roast pig and everything just hanging in the window, and you're like, how could anybody eat that? And it just tastes incredible.
There's a restaurant in Montreal where actually you buy like they call it like a Mongol fondue, I believe. I don't know if that sounds anything, but it's got you buy your own you buy actually a sweet and sour like type of, it's kind of a soup base. It's either sweet and sour, it's either like just regular, or it's spicy, and then you buy all kind of Chinese stuff that you can put in.
And you just put it in. Is that like pho or pho?
No, well, it would be the same principle. The only thing is that it's a fondue, right? So you just pay like I think $30 a person, and it's like as much as it's all you can eat type of thing. My God, did I get sick last time not because it was not good, because I just ate too much.
Yeah, you ate all you could.
Exactly, and then it was like all I could was way more than what I could, right?
One of my favorite songs by the Fat Boys is "All You Can Eat."
I don't know that one.
Have you ever seen or heard of the movie Crush Groove?
No.
It has, listen to these acts it has before they were huge, or even just Curtis Blow. You've heard of Curtis Blow, right?
Of course.
LL Cool J.
Oh, big stuff. Oh, right off. You see that? Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
LL Cool J, Curtis Blow, Sheila E., Run DMC, New Edition, the Fat Boys. Yeah, it was a great movie. Blair Underwood.
Blair Underwood. Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow.
That's actually
got an hour and a half to kill. It's a hip hop movie about just living in this like rapping and stuff like that. It's a fun movie.
What did Rob say? Are we having a contest to try and offend Jeff? I mean, by all means, you're more than welcome to try. Just try to keep it mama friendly, because my mom's watching, even though she's not offended. But Aaron, you saw the font. What do you think of the font change, Aaron? What do you think about that? Is it too minimal? I feel like it's too minimal. I'm not a big fan of it. I like the bigger
with the team names.
Well, I like the smaller. See how the font and the whole graphic change. See how Aaron's message on the bottom there is in a box like that, and now it's a little bit more. I like this one better.
I like this one better.
But when you go to and you take the comment off, yeah, I agree with you. It's too small. See, when you go up to this, then it makes all of our names really very small too.
I don't mind that. Maybe I can fit more letters and say more offending things. Offensive.
Jeez.
So Nate, how far away are you from your actual tournament? Because if you're saying you need to sleep there overnight, is it far away?
8:30 at night.
What is it? About an hour and a half?
Okay.
Yeah, probably. How are you gonna? Yeah, for you, it's probably easier to go up Turnpike to 75 and down rather than go across I-4, right?
I think what we do is we take 1792. Not 1792. Or 441 out west. We might hop on the 429 to the Turnpike, but then we get off on 50 in Mascotte.
Oh, at Mascot, and you go across there?
Yeah, and just drive through the road, the side roads there. It's less boring. The Turnpike is so boring. Turnpike to 75. Plus, if you got to stop and grab a bite or drop a deuce or something like that, you're in town and you can just do that.
There you go. Aaron said it. Oh,
yeah.
You got to accentuate the positives and eliminate the negatives. Where's I gotta see where Walt is. See, we may have to wait. Well, we might have to wait for the next game to start before we get Walt in with his friend. We're gonna do some Canucks and Golden Knights trash talking. Darren, you all right over there? Darren, hello. You feeling okay? Darren, hello.
We got to hold this lead, man. This is big.
Yeah, for sure. I was just about to say something else, and I lost track. Yeah, Tim, the rest areas on the Turnpike have gotten real nice lately. Oh, what's up, Sam?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah. You played 3-on-3 tonight, right? 3-on-3? Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
the
like?
flow.
Is that yeah? Look at that. Look at how long that hair is. Jeez. You ever take your helmet off and just skate around? They might. Still, is he allowed to be on the rink? Are they allowed to be on the rink without a helmet?
No.
No. I didn't think so. It'd be awesome to see that hair flowing though. Like Tim was saying, the rest areas on the turnpike are real nice. They've redone most of them, and they have the nice bathrooms, nice service shops. Sure, the service shops you buy like a little bag of saltwater taffies, like $9. But other than that, let's see here. We got 9:06 left here, second period. And the Flyers win the draw, and they'll put it into the Islanders zone there. 9 minutes left on the clock is where I'm at.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Return to hurricanes. This tropical disturbance, too, the one that's off the coast of Jacksonville, you think that's going to just go straight out, or you think it's going to loop around on us?
I don't know. Let me look right now. Actually, Aaron, if Aaron's got any insight, he is I know Aaron is a weather aficionado as well, I believe.
Is that Maryland guy?
Aaron is the MD3. Yep. Yeah, that one's going. That one will be turned away. But the other one, I thought Provorov broke a stick there again.
What about the one that's currently in the Caribbean?
The other one that's currently in the Caribbean has a 70% chance of cyclone formation.
It looks like it's going to just head west, though, towards, is that Yucatan?
Yeah, I'm looking at, I'm going to spaghettimodels.com, Mike's weather page, the best weather page on the planet. I don't know if you agree with that or not, Aaron, but if you're familiar with it. But yeah, it looks like right now the models on that one have it going right into the peninsula, right into Central America. That won't be good for them.
How about the one that's sitting like off the coast of Africa? Not the one that's on the African continent that it looks like right now, but there's one that's sitting off the coast of Africa.
There's a couple of them, yeah. You know what? Hey, Darren, not that you care about the Florida weather patterns or anything, but I'm going to just share a screen of share the screen tab right here.
Man.
So here is
it's number 4 that I'm probably most concerned about.
Number 4 wouldn't make it out here in less than a week. I mean, a week from now will be. Yeah, I mean, a week from now, it would take at least a week to get into the Caribbean. Probably, just depending on how, if it gets organized or anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Same thing like what Aaron is saying. It's too far out to plot either one of those. But you're a solid distance away. Plus, you know, I was thinking about it too, because it came up in my time hop when we went to Blaze Pizza and talked and had to cancel the tournament. I remember I thought I had to talk. I mean, I really legitimately thought I had to talk you down from a ledge. But part of the issue with that tournament was that we had teams coming from out of state. Yeah. So we had to worry about these people being able to travel back home and not have to travel far. All of our teams are Florida teams. So at max, they're 4 hours from home.
Yeah.
If they need to leave, if it's like, no, you need to leave right now, then they just leave right now. Hopefully we don't have to, but yeah, here's So
are there any models that show the number 1 there hitting us?
No.
Or are they all going west?
No, it's all. So here, let's see here. We got So here's it keeps opening in another page. Here, let me do this real quick and do this. We are watching a hockey game here, by the way. No, we're not. But I mean, I'm watching in the corner of my eye. There's another out of the zone. Just real muddy here, and that's what Trotz is going to try to do. He's going to try to slow the game down, which is
he's going to basically give the game the Trotz.
Pretty much.
It's going to become one of those like classic Eastern Conference boring games.
1-0 final, right? Maybe 2-0 because they'll add a late empty netter or something. So yeah, you see, I'm sorry, you see Ning. Here's the one off of Jacksonville. It's going to go up. The one in the Caribbean is going to go across. Then the 2 right here. So this is.
See that one there. You don't think it could get here before Monday of next week? That's 8 days away. No,
not at all.
No,
not at all. No, because you're thinking, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, but like each grid, well, I mean, it really depends. I mean, there's not really a science to it because it depends on if the storm forms and it starts speeding up, then maybe it will.
I think the fastest I've seen a hurricane travel is 20 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour. So in a day, it's traveling what? What is that? 480 miles, 500 miles in a day,
something like that. Yeah.
I think from there it's about 2,500 to 3,000 miles.
Petey, I didn't say Wong. I said I'm not trying to offend Jeff, Petey. Jeez. I'm with you, Aaron. There's not none of these. Here's what would happen. Like what the only kind of threat would be, but it's not anywhere on this map or on Mike's weather page or anything like that. What could be a problem is if this thing somehow finds a way to fall apart and the remnant starts scattering and an offshoot might collect in, near Cuba or Haiti, and it'll move up. Juicy Couturier. Looks like he leveled up here. Let's see the goal on the replay. 4:41 left. Oh, nice tip. That's a great tip.
I'm a full minute in back of you.
Yeah. Are you? It must be nice to be in the future, Sil.
You need to call up Bill and Ted.
That was an awesome, awesome tip. And that was going well wide of the net. And Sean Juicy Couturier is able to tip it in. And we've got a 1-1 game.
1-1.
Here we go. So Ning, we'll be okay for next weekend. And if anything, we might actually be extra okay because if there's some activity that's in the Caribbean, it might pull some of the moisture out there out. And you may Ning counter hockey language. Oh my God, Josh just messaged me. Yep, we are.
I know.
So did you tell me who Ian was?
Yeah, Ian. I might not have. Ian is a friend of Elise's, and he works for a production company down here that Elise's companies have worked with and GM has worked with and stuff like that. But he's a big Flyers fan. So, no, we lost Sil. They're coming back here in a minute, maybe.
Does he do PA announcing? Does he like hockey tournaments?
Who, Ian? Why are you looking for another announcer?
What's that?
Are you looking for another announcer?
I'm always looking to recruit people because if we split this thing and get bigger, then I might need people to run different sites. Like Columbus Day, I might need somebody I may have to go to one place and send someone to another place because I don't know. Right now at Panthers Ice Den where the Panthers play, we have 2 sheets there.
Yep.
They're making the kids wear masks on the ice. I can't do that for the tournament.
On the ice?
Yes, they can't. We can't do that. So if that's the case, I may have to move some age divisions. And I've talked to Hertz Arena over in Fort Myers about taking them, but
really,
I can't be in both places.
No, that's a hike from one to the other. Aaron is willing to help out if we relocate to the greater Maryland area. So
I'd love to come up and run a tournament there because there's teams everywhere around there. It's so saturated.
Got you. So yeah, there's a lot of them up there. I talk about it a lot, Aaron, with Ning about expanding and making it bigger and taking the format because I'm not just saying that. I wouldn't be as eager for these tournaments if they weren't as well run as we are able to run them, and as Ning is. And I say we because he lets me control, do a lot of the things that there's a lot of work that you don't want to do. I mean, exactly, and I don't mind doing those.
Or that I know that you're better than me at, which is not a lot of things, but.
That's what I'm anticipating on Friday is I'm going to have to find a way to curb my anxiety, and I'm going to have to be talking to everybody Friday. What?
I'm thinking I might get some plastic shields or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Do you think it's necessary?
I don't know. Have you worn one of those things before?
Oh, no, not a face shield. Like get plastic, like, how in stores where they have
Oh, you're just going to get some like plexiglass.
I hate to do that because it just seems so impersonal.
It does. It looks real impersonal.
What do they do? Oh my gosh, Becky's telling me what some of the schools are doing. They're using PVC pipe and hanging a clear shower liner.
Get out of here.
And then you go, okay, you're good. Is that what they're doing for the teachers or at the front desk? Really? Wow. Oh, there you go. You can wear that instead of a mask.
I'm not wearing. Hello? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me with this thing on?
You can wear that instead of a mask.
I'm not Tim. We're not allowed to. I feel like okay when you have this thing on, get some interns, right? Tim, if Tim wants to work, Tim, we'll find something for you to do. Do you understand when you wear this thing? You are in your own bubble. I'm in an echo chamber right now. Can you? Do I sound different?
A little bit, yeah, for sure.
Hold on, we got Sil and Walt. Oh, cool. Now we got all the guys here. I'm gonna go there. Walt's got his mask on.
You still see the wrinkles on his chin.
Hold on. I'm gonna get this here. I'm gonna set this up right because we got all these people here. There we go. And let's get rid of the Hockey Now logo. Oh my! Did Giroux just
Darren?
No, there's no goal.
All right.
And Lee is gone.
Darren.
Or Ian. Ian.
Yeah, Ian stepped away. He had some problems with his. He had some issues with his camera.
Oh, that's right. I saw that earlier. Yeah. Okay.
So sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out if I can like.
Darren's wife must have taken her bra off again.
Oh, stop! Come on now.
He said it, not me.
Hey, Walt, is that mask? Is that COVID approved? That mask?
Yeah, COVID approved. Exactly.
Oh my God! Come on. Tim has his wife's a teacher. 8 kids in class, 19 online. She has to cater to all of them, doesn't she? Does she wear the? Actually, I got this from my neighbor, who is a teacher, and she had somebody give them. Oh, she had somebody give them to them. 2 minutes left here in the second period. By the way, we were talking about them outside, and she's like, "Yeah, somebody gave me like 20 of them," and I was like, "Oh, I can give you some money for them." She's like, "They're like 50 cents each. You don't have to
right.
money for them." But
yeah, my wife works in HR, and I think they have something like 200 people in their business here and locally. They also are in the United States as well, but they shipped up, I think, like 1,000 of those things up here, and I've got probably 20 of them. You know, but it's hard. It's hard. I missed you guys during the second period because I was having dinner, but it's hard to hear with those things. I get it, but everybody has to understand. You know, be a little more patient. I don't know what you guys were discussing, but you have to be a little bit more patient and understanding.
Well, we're talking about.
I don't want to listen to any Canadian COVID propaganda.
Come on there. No, we're just talking about for the tournament next weekend and the different measures that we have to take. I really feel like I'm in a freaking echo chamber right now. I think I must sound different. Muffled.
It's a little bit muffled, yeah.
You know what sucks about this thing for me is I'm 6'4". Still, same thing with you. If you wore this, you'd be breathing everybody's germs because they're underneath you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull everything right in from everyone else. The kids, come on, I'm taking this home. But I have anxiety because I anticipate having to talk to everybody next Friday night.
By the way, on these Islander jerseys, this is my favorite Islander jersey. That's like the original, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very
they're very similar to the original. Yeah,
the originals might have had thinner stripes around the band, around the arms, but yeah, I like those sharp jerseys. Hey, Darren, were you Darren? 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 Oh, I think he's talking to his wife right now.
Is Darren in Long Island? Where is he?
Darren's in Dallas, but he's from Long Island.
Dallas, okay, yeah.
He's in the land of no bras.
The land of what? No bra.
The 70s were a great time, man.
I'll bet they were. Walt, did you see this sweater?
Yes, you were showing that. I love that jersey, by the way. I love it. Yeah.
This one has autographs on it, but I couldn't tell you who any of these guys. SPHL, Southern Professional Hockey League.
Is Mike Correa's name on that?
Mike Correa's name might be. I feel like because Don Money gave me all these things.
You know Mike Correa, don't you?
I don't offhand, but I feel like I know his name.
He coaches our 16 AA. He'll be there this weekend.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I should bring this then.
Oh, you coming to the end of the period right now?
If he remembers signing it, if he signed it or not.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds up there. Did he?
I'm at 8.7 seconds. Okay.
Oh, you stopped at 8.7. I'm guessing.
I might be ahead of you. Yeah.
You might be. Yeah, you're a little ahead.
I was in the other room having dinner, and then I came back up, and yeah. Okay.
No, you're good.
I won't say nothing, but there's nothing happened.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
some excitement, but nothing happened. Yeah.
Oh, JVR. Oh, what a stop.
There you go. There it is. Okay, you got it.
What a stop, Darren. Did you see that?
By Grice, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a save. What a save. Hey, Darren.
Grice coming through.
I'm sorry,
He really is.
You were muted. But what did you think about the fisherman sweaters for the Islanders? Did you like them? Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst. That was one of the worst eras
Yeah,
in
I agree,
Islanders
Darren.
history.
And epitomized by
What they were
too.
thinking.
And
Well,
Darren,
that would-
going back to Tavares, you were absolutely correct. That was the worst thing that Tavares could do is what he did. Yeah.
Nobody was mad that he left and signed with
It's the
Toronto.
method.
Everyone was mad because he told management not to trade him mid-season.
Right.
Because he might want to stay.
Right.
And he said, I want to be on Long Island. I want to be an
Right.
Islander. And he went back on that promise.
Right.
So the Islanders got nothing for him.
Right.
Come on, you believed them? You think anybody wants to be an Islander?
Barzal does.
But you had Barry Trotz coming in and Lou Lamoriello. And they were going to build a team around him. You had a Stanley Cup winning coach coming in. Who wouldn't want to play for a guy like that? A proven system.
Ning's just upset because they
Because
because these days the John Tavares contract is a very hot topic in Toronto because the Toronto fans are not pleased about their $9 million plus player and his inability to really do anything.
Exactly.
first off, it's Toronto.
Toronto?
It's not
Toronto.
Toronto. I don't know where Toronto is.
All right, Toronto.
Toronto.
I would take Barry Trotz in a heartbeat. He's actually one of the few coaches I think around that could turn that defensive, could make them actually play a team in defensive games.
Sure.
Yep.
I still think I still think there's a lot to do with entitlement with the players in that city, the Leafs players.
Yeah, you know it, Jeff.
Feel the
You
need
know it.
to-
You know it.
to
Once they get to the center of the universe, they think it's the center of the universe,
Right.
and it's
Well,
that simple.
it is the center of the universe, but you got to play.
Well, you got to play like, but you got to play like it. You know, this is the problem. These guys go in there, and I don't know what it is. There seems to be almost like I think you just said it. There seems to be like an entitlement or a feeling that
It's called blue and white disease.
yeah,
It really is. It's called blue and white disease.
Yeah.
Because the first year or two that they were there, they overachieved. When Marner and Matthews first got there, they
right.
turned that team around. But they've steadily seen a points decline in the last 3 seasons. I mean, obviously,
Absolutely.
pro
Yeah,
rating
well,
season
yeah,
was going to be
that's-
worse than last, which was worse than the previous.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I honestly, Jeff, I was really getting excited about that team to finally have what I saw real raw talent walking in there.
Yeah.
And you said it though. You said it before. They really seem to be trouble getting a solid netminder, which I agree with. They really got that's the next thing they've got to do. They've got to get that solidified.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Freddie Anderson's good, but he's not
Right.
the
Yeah.
guy. We're
Yeah.
not the guy. He could be successful on a Barry Trotz coached team. I
Sure.
think he's like a Thomas Price or a Semyon Varlamov level.
Right.
You get to teams that aren't, that don't squeak when they walk, and that kind of a team needs a carry price. Maybe not even a carry price, but just a solid number one goalie.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this right now: if they had Markstrom, for instance, who's has to be signed this year,
Yeah.
that would be a solid goalie. I mean it. He's a totally improved number one goaltender.
Tell me who-
And
I think your most underrated goalie in the NHL is Hudobin right now.
yeah, okay,
Kenobi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's playing real well, and Dallas is up
Yeah.
3-1 now.
Yeah.
But he's always played this well. I mean, look at his numbers, and he's just very consistent. He's always been very good for the last few years at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The audio's acting up. All right. Well, let's do this. PD is saying the audio is acting up, but
okay.
we didn't take a break after the first intermission, so we're gonna take a break if you guys don't mind, and then we'll. Oh, did you see what PD said?
yeah,
There it is. I didn't notice that.
that's good.
All right. Well, let me. I'm going to put some stats
Those
up.
aren't excuses. Those are reasons.
Yeah, reason.
There's their reasons.
Petey's used to hearing all these reasons because for the last since 1983, the team that he's wearing has had nothing but excuses also.
And poor excuses.
And I shouldn't say that. I'm gambling with my life saying that. And then I'm going to walk in there now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, all right. Looks like the PD control is a little frustrated right now by what's going on in the first two periods. Nonetheless, I'm gonna throw stats up and then we'll come back for the third if you guys are good.
Okay, cheers.
First,
Cool.
how's that pronounced? Is it Petey Pendaman?
No, it's PD Panda Man. Oh
Panda
no,
Man.
PD Pandaman. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Walt, when we come
What's
back,
up on that?
Middle Eastern.
oh, Middle Eastern probably is.
Sorry, was that right?
I want to talk about the Canucks when we get back, and then
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be on.
Yeah,
I got to rock. I got to get some more
You
stuff.
gotta go.
I got to get some work done.
Great to
All
see you, Jeff.
Hey, you too,
Still,
guys.
you're going to be on?
So you're gonna come back
Yeah,
on?
for sure.
Cool.
Of course.
Take care, Jeff.
I'll talk to you guys. Jeff, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll catch up here. And guys, just hang on. And we'll be back here in just a couple minutes with more Hockey Now, watching together. It's kind of loose tonight, but it's Sunday night. We're just enjoying ourselves. This game's been kind of muddy. 1-1 Flyers and Islanders, game 4. Islanders lead the series 2-1. What will happen in the third? It's anyone's guess. And we'll be here watching together. Hockey Now Net. That's the handle for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Twitch.tv/Hockey Now Network. Tell them, Andrew.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
We'll be back in a few. Looks like we're getting ready to go here. Third period. Islanders and Flyers tied at 1. Both goals coming in the second period. Brock Nelson, 6:52 of the second. He gives the Islanders a 1-0 lead. Pick a corner. Top shelf cheese, I think it was. And then Sean Juicy Couturier with the equalizer, 15-19 of the second period from Braun and Hag. We'll see what happens here in the third period. Thanks for joining us, and we're already back and going. Okay. They don't even give us any time to get ourselves together, so let me get rid of that. Let me see. There he is, the one and only Mr. Ron Allhair. All hair all day.
All day, baby. All day.
Sil and Walter in the virtual studio, but are stepped away from the camera right now. I've got too much hockey now, ice rink, and need more.
There you go.
Now, would you prefer to be?
I mean, I look like something from Halloween, so I could fit on this side.
Yes, perfect.
There you go.
You got your gritty hair on. Oh, we got that. Well, here we go. We got some balance. So there's Sil. And Sam. Sil and Sam.
Sam actually should talk, and I'll shut up, and I'll let him explain how good he is in English.
Where's his hair, man? I want to see the hair. Don't hold it up. I want to see it like this.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, here we can always try to actually hear.
I missed this, Aaron, that the Islanders had 0 shots in the last 10 minutes of the period. Do you clip it up or do you tie it up? Do you do anything? No, you just let it fall.
Yeah, he looks like my aunt. He looks like a cheap version of one of my aunts, right?
Stop. That's flow, Sil. He's got flow.
You got flow, baby.
Flow. It's not nothing wrong with that.
You know what? They're just disgusting. I mean, they're greasy.
That's
like, I mean, it's pure teenager.
Oh my God.
What?
Hey, how bad? How? His gear must really stink.
Oh, you don't even imagine. I mean, you know what? We live in a duplex, right? So basically, my parents are the owners, and I asked my dad if I could get a part of the garage just to get his stuff in because I'm so fed up of smelling it in my place. I mean, he gets home, opens the hockey bag, and next thing you know, the full 5.5 apartment stinks like a dressing room. And then you have the teenager, of course, that stinks with it. So,
dude, we've been talking about the youth tournaments like the whole afternoon, but it's so all these teams stay in the hotels and some of the teams will get like a conference room. They'll rent out a conference room for the gear to dry out, and it freaking stinks. I mean, stinks is an understatement. It is the worst scent on the planet.
How much time you got, Brian?
I'm at 17, 41, 40, 39, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 17, 30 here in the third period.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. The hair bear bunch over here. There you go.
What's up, bro?
That's like Petey. You know what, Tim? Petey actually smells better than stinky hockey. I'll tell you that as a
Aaron with my motivational support. I got a haircut today, so can you. There you go.
Oh, man. I don't want to see overtime in this game. I definitely don't want to see that happen.
You're talking about it. It won't happen now, so it's all right. So.
I know. That's exactly how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 OTs.
No, I can't. I don't have the time for that.
Man, kids go back to school tomorrow. I got job sites, man, so watch your mouth, buddy. Come on now.
Yeah, 5 OTs is good for a 3 o'clock game. That actually worked out quite perfect because the game was over like 9:30, 10 o'clock. We realized we just missed dinner. We missed the afternoon drive home, and now here we are. Rob, if we want 5 overtimes, you have to be on. And right across the slot there.
We also missed the Carolina-Boston game that day. We missed a lot of things.
Yep, we did. And,
I mean, yeah, you know what? 2 losing teams. Who cares, right? If we missed them or not.
So what happened to Carter Hart? Is he not playing? I know Grice started. Did Elliott start?
Yeah, back-to-backs.
Yep.
You know, they still got to do that. Even though it's playoffs and you want to ride your number one guy, that would be a tall task to ask Carter.
That's all hockey, yeah.
You know, I mean, at 20 years old to get in there, 20, 21, however old he is.
21 years old, man. Crap. I used to play games when we played adult tournaments, man, and I know it's a little different level, but we played at a decent level, and we played 5 games in 2.5 days, man. I was dead by the time we got done, but it was fun.
I'll bet. It's a lot just to hold the gear on for 60 minutes. It doesn't matter even if you're not playing, just standing out there and moving around in the gear is enough of a workout.
Oh, I played goal, man. Trust me.
Oh,
there it is. Nice.
Oh.
That's a tink. Right there. Tink.
The Fire Ants?
That was our team name, our adult team. Yeah, we were the Washington, D.C. Fire Ants. It was a pretty badass jersey. So
didn't the team have the nickname Fire Ants?
We found the logo, then we kind of tinked. Tink. There you go. We dinked around with it. So changed the angle, threw on a puck, stuff like that.
The Fayetteville Fire Ants?
I'm not sure if it was Fayetteville. It might have been. I forget which team. But we got an idea from somewhere and then kind of ran with it.
Let's see. Oh, hold on one second. Let me get Walt up here. Hello, Walt.
Hey there, Ron. How you doing?
What's up there, man? God, it looks like you found something in the forest there with you.
Looks like you got a forest on your head there.
That's a perfect lead-in, though, Walt, because
that's underneath your mask. Right?
I don't know if you saw the other day, but my buddy Josh, who's a Flyers fan, was on with us, and I was waiting for him to come on tonight because he was in the Thunderdome, the WWE Thunderdome pay-per-view, and now he's here watching the game.
There you are.
How was the Thunderdome?
No, I jumped off.
Did you?
About 15 minutes into the show. It's good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's good.
But what do you do? Like
nothing. You're just basically it's like this, and instead of watching, on WWE Network, you're just watching it this way.
Right.
That's all.
Well, this is great.
In the corner, and then they just show it while you're in the corner.
Oh, nice read.
This is great. We got Flyers fan, Caps fan, Habs fan, Canucks fan. Now we're just missing our Vegas fan.
I know. Where is she?
Okay, I was just texting with her. I just texted you a picture of her. But anyway, and when she came to Vancouver, she's just doling herself up, I think. But she's going to come on.
Did I miss the memo on the lucha masks tonight?
No, you did. Actually, we were talking about the youth hockey tournament I'm working next weekend.
Yeah.
And all of the I'll wait till Josh comes back in. I don't know.
That's gonna be cool.
I was getting my mask. That's all.
So nice. So we're talking about over the net. We're talking about the precautions we have to have for the tournament next week. So I thought I'm gonna have to talk to you. I mean, I sound clearly different with this thing on it. It's very annoying.
I love that Flyers logo. Yeah.
It's such a great logo. We talked about that the other day, though.
We did.
Beautiful.
This mask actually came directly from Gritty. He gave it to my girlfriend, who then gave it to me.
Really?
Syl, you look like you're welding or something.
Yeah, what is that? That is a welder's hat, isn't it?
No, it's a mask. It's a face shield.
Oh.
They do them different in Quebec.
I need to get one of those then, because this thing is a piece of garbage.
What are we on time here, Brian?
Yeah, let me get everybody synced up here. We're at 14-14 in the third period.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
Man,
47.
Yeah, the guys in Sil's in Montreal and Walt's in Vancouver. He's a little bit ahead of us also.
But the game is in Canada, so they should be quicker.
Yeah, we are quicker. We're ahead.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
You said 14. I'm at 13.
I'm at 13:30.
That's where I'm at. No, I'm at 13:30. Okay. Yeah.
I'm at 13:56, 55, 54.
You're about 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm well behind.
Man, I'm at 14:10.
Looks like a bad.
Ron.
Hey, Josh, did WWE fix the problems?
No, the feed was pretty choppy. The sound was not good. The concept is great. And look, I mean, it's the 5th show they've done. It's been in here for 2 weeks.
Right.
What they did SmackDown, SummerSlam, Raw, SmackDown, and then this one. So 5. This is the 5th show, and I can't breathe in this fucking thing. And
Wait, where's Jeff Ning when you need him?
Oh.
All right.
Although it looked like Elliott grabbed it.
I'm like 30 seconds behind you guys, so I should be seeing it right now. All right.
Oh,
Come through the zone. That's JVR, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looked like Elliott had it though.
Yeah, Ron.
Did it slid back or did it go through him?
Oh, JG. Oh,
it looked like he pooped it out.
Oh no!
He pooped it out.
just trickled in behind him, and then he bumped it into his own ass, I think.
Like
those are the worst goals. Oh,
what is that, Ron? I can't read that.
Let's say world champions.
World champ.
Nationals.
There you go.
Last place, Washington Nationals.
What?
Last place, Washington Nationals.
In a 60-game season when nobody can stay healthy. Give me a break, man. Jeez. Sorry.
Hey, last place is last place.
Yeah, they shut down Strasburg for the season. It's all right. It's
5.5.
It's a good exhibition season that the Marlins are going to win the World Series. So,
so Ron, let me guess. I've only known you a short time. I'm guessing you had a mullet when you played goal.
No, man. I've always kept my hair short, and I just haven't cut the top since March.
Yeah.
I normally have a hat on, so you don't see it. But the last couple of days, I've been like, the kids think it's so we can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. I mean, you can bring it down. It's not going down today. You can bring it over the top, and whatever, a little wave.
Were people posting things on the live feed, Josh? Like, were there some bad posts on there or something?
Maybe it's a different live feed than I experienced, but there's no chat or anything. You literally are just sitting there. Now there's people who on video last week, there was a guy dressed as a KKK. There was a guy
had Chris Benoit.
They did Chris Benoit. I'm surprised we haven't seen nudity yet, but
I'm surprised we haven't seen boobs or any of that.
I'm surprised we haven't seen boobs. Not the people who are broadcasting, just someone holding up a picture of someone's boobs. I'm just shocked at that. So,
wait a minute. Rob is chiming in here. He said, all looking up to the Braves right now.
That's true.
Wow.
By 2 games. And the Braves just gave up a 10-run lead to the Phils tonight. So
Greg Maddux playing again? Is it Tom Smoltz? Is it John Smoltz? Tom Glavine?
The Braves went up 10-0 in the second inning, and the Phillies are now down 11-8 in the bottom of the 7th.
Holy cow!
And the Fanatic is playing with the cutouts, which I have a cutout at the Phillies game. I did the human cutout thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So but what do you do? Do you upload your own picture and they give you?
Yeah, you pay $40 and you upload your own picture.
$40. Is it
Although mine didn't show up, my girlfriend's did, but mine didn't. So I had to email them, and I'm like, "Where's my thing?" And they're like, So I resent it to them, and they said they'll print another one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
After the I did a blog post about that too, about the boobs after the Stanley Cup. No, that was after the World Series, not after the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that's okay. Wrong one. There you go.
That was the World Series. That's right.
I heard Stanley Cup. I got excited.
No, I'm talking about the boobs after the Stanley Cup.
Hang on. There you go.
Yeah, when they were. So you don't remember this, Josh? Oh man, so I can't show it on.
Well, I was at Capital One Arena, so maybe I missed it.
Oh my God, dude! They're skating around the cup, and it's spectacular. And freaking, if you watch them. They all did the cup individually.
Oh, on the glass?
Yeah, and then they went.
Yeah. I remember that.
And you see Burkowski, Orpik, all the guys.
That's right.
And pointing.
That's right.
He's going by himself with the cup, and everybody's like.
I didn't see that for a few days because I was literally at Capital One Arena when they won, so I didn't even know what was happening on TV because I was in the middle of Chinatown.
Yeah, it was a freaking mess.
It was awesome though. Even as a Flyers fan, it was awesome.
Yeah,
we had one here in Vancouver. San Jose was playing a few years ago, and I forget who. I think it was. I'm not sure it was Thornton. I can't remember who it was. It was in the box, and a girl went up right by the glass by the box and just pulled them up right there, right on national TV. The camera was right there.
It's right.
And oh my God! And actually, my niece knew that girl from work. She got fired. Oh yeah, she was recognized. She got fired.
Hold on one second, guys. Ma, go to bed. If you're still watching, it's time to go to sleep now. We're getting a little bit off the deep end.
We're in safe harbor time.
Oh, no, it's part of the sport.
It's past 10. It's past 10.
Tim, those old Predators games, they were basically glorified. There was a ton of nudity at those games. At the old, yeah, dude. The Orlando Predators arena football was just a wild party. And in the old building, it was great because it was. Well, the old building was around the time you could do the kind of stuff they did in the 90s and into the 2000s, but like it was so raunchy, dude. The Predator
before cell phones. There you go.
Right out of slap shot. Right out of slap shot.
Everybody had a page.
Oh, you, Sil. You hear slap shot and you look over.
Right out of slap shot. Yeah.
Dunlop.
Reggie Dunlop.
And I can remember that scene where Ned Braden goes with the cup, right? Half naked and
Ned Braden.
Oh, man.
Well, you missed it this past week. Sil was on the stream. I can't remember what day it was, and he pulled up a slap shot like soundboard.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he did. Well, it sounds like a great idea until he accidentally pushes the.
Oh no!
Dunlop. You know, remember when Reg puts the bounty? You can't put a bounty on.
Bounty. Yeah,
I just did. Yeah. So McCracken walks in. He sees him in the tunnel, and they walk. He walks up to Reg, and he's like, "Dunlop, you blank blank." And then he says, "All I can get." Well, Sil, please don't play that clip right now, Sil.
We're gonna get it shut down again. So come on, man. So.
My mom is still in the room, so you got to be nice here. Oh, big save there!
Wow.
10:15 left here in the third period,
and so they shut you down.
No, they didn't shut me down. I just it was like 3 PM when it happened, so it was a little.
Jeez,
it was just unexpected, but.
It was before 10 p.m. So,
what?
This is a good pace right now.
Oh yeah, they've definitely picked it up. It's gotten more exciting. The third period was really exciting last night. I mean, minus obviously Josh, the misfortune for the Flyers. It was still an entertaining game.
Josh, you live in Philly?
No, I live in Maryland.
How come all these fans are all over the place, but they don't live in their home city? That's great.
I moved here 16 years ago for a job, and well, let's just say this is now my third time working for the same company. So.
Oh, okay, all right.
Is it really?
Yeah, when I moved here, it was Clear Channel, and I was here for 6 weeks, and they let me go. And I jumped around from Radio 1 and CBS and Cumulus and some other companies until I came back in 15, and then last summer they let me go and then brought me back again 2 months later. So
this is my third tenure too at iHeart.
So it's technically still my second because they paid me for 2 months and then hired me and I still got paid. So it's not like they stopped paying me.
Hey, Gina.
There's Gina. So if you can send her the link, she'd love to come in and join us.
Yeah. Let me.
She has to get a luchador or a regular mask or no.
Yeah, she's got to have some kind of
mask tonight.
Company. Aaron was asking if you were at Entercom at any point.
No, I was only with CBS before it was Entercom.
I got my mat. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Finding Gina real quick, and then we're gonna strap in here for an exciting conclusion.
She's right in Las Vegas.
Now, so you said Radio 1. I did all the furniture for Radio 1 over at their Wayne Avenue and their Georgia Avenue.
The Silver Spring office.
Yep, I did all the stuff where the station's at, and then all their corporate offices now over on Wayne Avenue. So I did all the furniture there for like 4, 7, 9, 12, 14. There's no 13 in that building. The unlucky 13.
Yeah. I worked in the building in Lanham before they moved out to Silver Spring. So.
Correct. Yeah. We started working with them when they moved to Silver Spring, and then the Wayne with their corporate. So
nice save, Bryce. Oh yeah.
You guys are back already?
You're back already? Yeah, I'm watching John Stamos on a Geico commercial.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, no, we're in play right now. Yeah.
We got Vegas and Vancouver later. We got Boston, Tampa tomorrow at 7. Dallas, Colorado. Dallas could wrap up tomorrow at 9:45 Eastern, and then Tuesday we got Game 5. And Flyers.
Oh.
Sorry, Ron. Did you say Monday or something or no?
Wait a minute, Josh. What were you? Hold on. Josh just gave an exclaim there.
Nah, it's nothing.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
If it's a goal, you'll know.
Aaron, they're across the street in the in Wayne Avenue, so 1010 Wayne. So they're across from Discovery. Discovery's completely gone, and they projects going on in Discovery right now. So
I wish they had the Bloodhound Gang sing at the very last day when Discovery Channel was about to close down. That would have been cool.
That'd been cool. Yeah, I just got done with a job over for Aegis Project Controls over in 8555 Colesville, right across the street from Discovery.
Not far from me.
So where are you at?
Columbia.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm up in the Gaithersburg, Germantown area, so. a nice jog across the ICC.
Oh,
That's why I was down to share.
Rich Dunlop. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, come on.
Aaron, hey, Brian, I'll have to send you that picture if I can find it. They used to put.
Oh no! Here it comes. Brock Nelson 2-on-1 with Josh Bailey.
Oh.
Well played. Well played. What a beauty goal.
Not sure, Josh, if Carter Hart would have had better fate right now. I think
it didn't matter who was there.
It really didn't. And
I wouldn't have stopped that either.
I think Provorov is great. His ceiling is huge. He's just got to grow a couple more years. That's what it comes down to. I think you add a real bona fide number one, even free agent defenseman, and it's a completely different situation. I think that's what the Flyers are missing right now.
Well, I mean, it's a 2-on-1 there. I mean, to be honest with you, it's the Islanders came back with a real basic system. They're counterattacking, and they bottled up the Caps, and now they're bottling up the Flyers. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, the Caps had chances here and there, and a lot of the games were close in the first round. It's just the Islanders got the opportunity, like right there. They got the opportune goal, and now it's 3-1. And once they lock it down, you're not going to get many looks on the inside. And the same thing happened in the first round. So,
Ron, that's exactly what happened to the Canucks last night. Vegas just shut them down.
Yeah, you have Vegas got the lead, and they're playing simple hockey, and they're playing a similar game. I mean, it's
Ron. Did you watch that game last night and how quick that first period was?
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah,
so, yeah. That first period was phenomenal, and the second.
It's just the Islanders right now. I mean, it was frustrating from a Caps fan perspective because the first game you're winning, even though you lost Backstrom, and I mean you're winning 2-0 late in the period. Look at that little play. I mean, Provorov. I mean, you can blame him, but I mean it's it's a pinch at the blue line, a great little kick, and it's opportunistic, and they cash in. So
guys,
and also you have the contribution of everyone.
Huh?
I mean. You have the contribution of everyone. I mean, every player in that system will get a chance to score. I mean, you don't have like one player you're counting on, and if he's down, like I mean, right now, I mean, look at the big forwards for Philly. I mean, they're not producing. So I mean,
yeah, Kevin Hayes has been really quiet the last couple of days.
Well, there's been a couple of nice saves in this third period too, like on rebound and whatnot. So I mean, it's like not like the Flyers haven't had chances. The shots were 7-7 up until the last 3 minutes. So.
Well, let's just get this over with real quick, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of projected excitement, etc., from Mr. Darren right there.
Oh, no. You can't see my face, but I'm giving you the middle finger.
You can't see my but I'm flipping you off.
It's behind the mask. It's all right.
Oh man! Well, Darren, were you waiting for them to score before you came back on? You couldn't face us until they scored.
I needed some concentration.
Turn your phone, Darren. Come on, be widescreen like the rest of us. Not some shitty Islanders fan that doesn't. There you go.
There it is. Nice. He's ready for
there you go. That's better. That's better.
That second goal was just another trickle, and I didn't even know it went in, and then that last goal, wow, man.
These trickle goals are getting on my nerves. The two yesterday killed me.
Yep.
Yeah, those trickles, man.
They're called bullshit goals because they're not real. They're luck.
The trickles are like your pee, Josh.
Right.
What about that the third goal in the Tampa-Boston game yesterday? I don't know if anybody saw that. We watched that one with Brian yesterday. And the third goal, you kill off all but 28 seconds of a 5-minute major at the end of the second period.
And then Hedman gets that deflection.
And then the shot gets blocked and freaking loops over the goalie, and nobody even sees it go in the net.
Yeah, that was a hard goal. That was hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Rob, can you look? All right, I've been as critical of Philly sports in my career as anybody else, but we don't need to just beat up on Josh while he's down. Come on, leave him alone. I know you can handle it. Josh.
Hey, I mean, and this is a wacky time too. It's like, I mean, the Flyers were rolling at the break. The Islanders had lost 11-13. I think their only 2 wins were against Detroit and San Jose, 2 teams that aren't even in the bubble. And they got a chance to regroup, get healthy, and I mean, they're catching lightning in a bottle. So it is what it is. I mean,
Petey, You have to stop piling on Josh also. I'm sorry, dude. Basically, PD ate a lot of carrots last night, and he pooped orange today.
How the hell did he get carrots, man? And come on, Dad.
Give him carrots.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The first 7-pack ever. Hello, Robbie.
Hello.
Let's sync up. Where are you at?
Yeah,
Josh, I'll do it for you. Here. Let me support you.
There we go.
Whatever, man. Still more than every freaking logo in this playoff, man. It's all right.
Yeah, Gina, I sent the link over to you also. Wow, there's 7 of us in here right now.
We're gonna have 8. We get Gina here. Come on, Gina.
Brian, can you sync up?
Yeah, we'll sync up when I'm still in a commercial break right here.
Commercial break.
Yeah, we're in one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm in a commercial break too.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You know what? I rewound it to look at that goal again.
I was gonna say I can go forward, but like I said, I'm with Brian right now. So,
Gina, I sent you the link. I sent you a friend request on Facebook, and I sent you the link on Facebook Messenger. So you don't have to accept the friendship if you don't like, but if you might have to get the message. So either way, it's in the
Don't
message.
worry, Gina. Brian stalks me all the time.
I don't stalk you.
hey, Brian, we can grab Aaron if you want to go 9. You can fill it up.
Let's do it.
It looks like
There you go.
It's squares. I feel like I'm in the middle. It's all
We're
right.
gonna be the Brady bunch.
Yeah.
Real. And then
I gotta look this way at Walt, right?
Yep.
Right. So then I guess I'll just put
Other
myself.
way, Walt. Other way. Nice.
Put this in here behind me, and then we'll go with the rink in the background, so we don't cover nothing. Look at this. Look at
There
these.
you go.
Wow.
Wow,
You're getting high tech, man.
part of the reason I'm doing this, Josh, is just to test out having multiple people on the screen for the future.
Yeah, he's not going to invite any of us back for the next game. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
My anxiety is through the roof with all of you here.
I
can't deal with
it. Like 6 months.
I haven't been in a room with this many people since March.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't even know this many people.
My hair hasn't been near a pair of scissors since March, so it's all right.
I know.
Me neither. By the way, Brian.
You're always like that, man. It's all right.
That behind me is.
Oh my God!
Oh,
the man, the myth, the legend. We've seen his messages.
Wow.
Dude, holy crap, man! It's like a reunion. So it looks like a producer's room too. He's got the blank white wall and all that stuff. It looks like he's ready to.
That's just what happens.
jacket.
That's what happens when you
minutes.
live in a rented place. You've been divorced a couple of years, and you haven't gotten any art to fill the walls. That's all.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you a banner, man. It's okay.
We've been in our house for 2 years now. We've been in our condo now 2 years, and I finally hung. My buddy brought back, not my buddy, my cousin from Madison Square Garden. They gave away a Rangers poster, limited edition, with like all the historical criteria, the logos, and the Stanley Cups, only the 4 of them, and all the trophy winners, the captain, stuff like that. And I finally got it framed and hung it up on my wall. Otherwise, I was writing all over the place all the time because I was moving around and I didn't want to have to fill those nail holes.
So Brian went off and bought a green screen. Now he can play with his colors and his logos.
That's right. Yeah.
I have a green screen downstairs. I could go get it and set it up, but
We only got 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third.
That's not really worth it.
I'd be impressed if you got it set up in the next 4:20. So it's
No.
In the next 4:20? Did you say 4:20?
Hello, PD.
I got 4:12, 11, 10.
Yeah, I'm at
Glad
10.
I finally got to meet you there, Aaron.
Yeah, it's good to
I
see you guys.
I love your input. I love your input.
I try.
Yeah, I really enjoy having you. I really do.
Yeah.
And I think, is it? Oh, here she is. Hi, Gina.
Oh, there she is.
We've got a golden knight with us.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
BGK.
BGK. Yeah.
You must be feeling pretty confident right now.
Hey, Walter.
It's 1 game on, 1 game off with Vegas. Come on now. It's all right.
Yeah, I know. But they look so strong. They just look so strong.
Really do.
And the goaltending. I mean, if it's not going to be Robin Leonard and it's got to be Flower, then they're just so strong.
You know, like Gina can input on this. Like Leonard has had the Canucks number all season. Correct, Gina?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't follow stats enough, but I just know that he's good for sure.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Even
stumped
in
Canucks all
Chicago,
season.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete is
I
excited.
definitely,
Yeah.
I definitely knew that he would be super good for Vegas. Just the way he kind of came in, like super humble, and like at one of his first games, I think when he got our first shutout, when Chance threw the donut on him and he like kind of tossed it off. I was like, wow, this guy's a little different. Like he's not about that extra life, He kind of like balances Vegas out. So I like him.
Well, Ron and I are different. We're goalies, so
Yeah, we're a little off center. It's okay. It's all right.
You guys have a goalie mentality there.
Yeah.
3:02 clock is stopped here, third period. Islanders are leading 3-1, which was the score last night.
A lot of shots to the head.
32 shots on goal for the Islanders, and the Flyers have picked up the shots in the third. They have 36 right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like Vegas and Vancouver's already started on the other.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be 10:40. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you preventing yourself from saying anything bad, Josh, or are you just fixing? I appreciate the pride, though.
I don't know. I got nothing.
This makes me wonder. As the Caps got manhandled by this team in the last round, I was thinking, the Caps were playing terrible, and the Islanders, just got were the beneficiaries of the Caps being terrible. But watching them against the Flyers, I thought were the team to beat coming out of the Eastern Conference in this tournament, and they're putting it to them. They're putting it to them.
The Islanders are real tight, and you guys know better than that. You guys are going against the Barry Trotz team, and look at Ron, nice.
Nice.
I feel like I need to put my
good one, Ron.
I got my Thanos, Capitals Stanley Cup one, so it's kind of thematic.
Nice.
That's great. Love it, Ron.
This is for Gina. I got my golden goalie mask on. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go.
Yeah. Nice.
So I think Gina, the big push for Vegas this year was the addition of Chandler Stevenson.
Empty net.
Yeah.
Is there an empty
what
net?
they call him like smooth C or something.
I don't know. We called him Stevie.
Yeah.
As I heard Marcia Saul call him that, like in the locker room when he was calling the lineup names.
Really?
Yeah.
Gina's had a couple of real interactions with some of the members of the Knights. Because Gina, tell them where you work in Vegas.
Yeah, where do you work?
Well, I did work at Players Locker. That's the restaurant that Tuck, who else? Tuck, Theo, Carlson, Smith, someone else. 5 Golden Knights owned it, so I helped them open it, and it was really fun to meet like the whole team for the grand opening. And I think I was the first fan to probably get a photo with Alec Martinez.
That's pretty cool. No. He's checking his armpits for like stink.
Yeah, he's got some stank. He's got a stank problem.
Flyers have the Islanders are winning 3-1 right now, and the Flyers have an empty net, and Josh is a couple seconds behind us.
The anthem's on. The anthem's on.
Yeah. Anthem's on now.
Yeah,
I can hear it.
I'm feeling it, man. I feel like
has audio.
all right, there you go.
There you go.
Nice!
Wow.
Who got the goal there?
That's Provorov.
Provorov got it. Yep.
Down in front.
Sorry, Gina. We're just watching the end of this one over here. Well,
yeah, Gina and I will be on the Canuck game.
Yeah, it's all good. I already yelled my Knights part. We're good.
I heard it. Do you get to many games at T-Mobile?
I've been to many. Like I can't even count anymore, to be honest. I've actually been to a game in Vancouver by myself. I went to watch Canucks versus VGK, and that's where Stone made his first goal. And VGK's Instagram kind of caught me in the crowd just by myself, just like jumping up and down. It's kind of cool.
That's a hockey fan. There you go.
Gina got famous very quickly. Actually, Brian, if you pull up that photo I sent you that Gina shared with me today.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when Vegas joined the league, I started I liked a lot of the team members and started following them. And I found on the Knights, there it is. That's Gina. Underneath, I was wearing underneath my Canucks jersey, I'm wearing my Knights jersey.
Yeah, that was funny to see.
Must have been cold that night, Walt. Multiple jerseys, eh?
Yeah, well, I do that. Kind of a nerd. But no, it was great. It was great atmosphere in that game. Gina will agree with that. I think the Knights won that game, didn't they? I think they won that game.
We won like 8-2.
Yeah, they trounced the Canucks. Yeah.
I went to every single Golden Knights game in Washington that wasn't part of that Stanley Cup run. So I've gone to all 3 regular season games. So they're a really great team. I enjoy watching them, but I will,
I didn't even realize that Gina's a Vegas Golden Knight fan, and she's in a room of Caps fans, and Ron was
That's funny. Wait, so how do you guys feel about losing Stevenson to us then?
I actually personally, you weren't here. I don't know if you were watching earlier on. My daughter actually had a heart issue back in 2018.
Oh no!
She actually had a heart procedure for 4 hours the day after Game 1, and we said they never lost again once they fixed her heart. She's a big Caps fan. She was 13 at the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And
that's so nice. Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. But Stevenson was one of her favorite players. The next year at opening night, he came over and signed her jersey, and now he's gone. It's a bummer. He's such a class guy. We met him at the car dealership a couple times. A buddy of mine had the players in the sign, and he was always.
Oh, that's nice.
If you ever get Girl Scout cookies to give to him, he loves Samoas. So.
Oh, okay, good tip. I'll leave a trail of cookies sent towards my bedroom.
Totally a capture, unfortunately.
Brian, I'll get you some of the Stevenson pictures we have with him for like another stream or something like that. So
yeah, for sure. 20 seconds left here. We're gonna watch through to the end, but from the look, oh no,
oh dear.
Ooh.
It's like Mr. Who or something like that, right? Or what?
Poor Josh.
I do love being in the man cave because I got both of these games going on. So it's
both going. Oh, good.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Before all this technology
technology
came about, I was married to my ex, and we were relatively new in our relationship.
1 second.
11-9. Things came back.
And go ahead.
Do me one favor. I'm gonna nobody leave.
Make that 11-10.
I'm just gonna really quick. I'm gonna take Sil off and don't leave. Walt and Ron and Robbie and Aaron and Gina. It's just gonna be me and Josh and Darren.
Oh, come on. I'm watching the Phillies now. They came back. It's 11-10.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Please. They're made up season. Okay, listen. The hero of this game is Thomas Greiss. First of all, how great is it? I mean, every goaltender in this tournament is fantastic, but as an Islander fan, we always had confidence in Greiser. He played, I mean, it was a 1-2 punch in the regular season. Him and Varley traded, goals against averages. We traded, games, wins. Everything was just right there with the two of them. And, to have two top goaltenders that you could rely on, especially in a situation like this, is just it's comforting to know that if you have a back-to-back and you can rely on both of these goaltenders. But huge game tonight for Greiser. I mean, those things that he gave.
Are you going to be able to stay humble knowing that your team's really strong right now? Like, the Flyers are not a bad team, and like Aaron's, we expected them to we were. Like, I don't know how early you guys are watching the streams, but Aaron, I think you were on day one. I could see all you guys too, even though you're not on the stream. I could see you, and I'm going to bring everybody back up in just a second. But like from the beginning, the Flyers looked like one of the only teams who looked like they even cared to play in the tournament to begin with.
Look, this is the playoffs. This is the playoffs. Anything could happen in the playoffs. Regular season points don't matter. You could see 8 seeds win. We've had a couple of those in the last couple of years. And, this is the playoffs and anything can happen. But as an Islander fan, this is a true test for us to get past the second round. We've been bowed out in the first round or the second round last year. So to get past this round, that's our goal right now. And then, you just one game at a time. That's what Trotz says. But we're not taking anything for granted. We know this team is strong and anything could happen. A 3-1 series lead is not something that they can't come back from.
Right. I do want to point out, and I want Josh to know this. I don't know how much history of Alain Vigneault that you know, and I'm going to say this for Ron and for Robbie and probably Aaron and Sil and Walt and Gina can hear this too. But I do believe that the guy who's coaching your team, Josh, did bring a team back from 3-1 to beat a Barry Trotz team.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea. I have no
This
idea.
is all Brian has. Ping pong balls in history, man. It's all right. Go ahead, Brian.
Ping pong balls.
Enrich us. Go ahead.
Somebody say ping pong balls? Alexa.
Hey, look. He's like a freaking dog from that Up movie. It's great.
I'm just saying, if anybody's going to be able to keep the team in it, it's going to be Alain Vigneault. I mean, he brought the Rangers back from 3-1 down. The Caps were 101 seconds away from winning the series, and the Rangers came back and won 3 in a row. And I'm not wishing one way or the other. Go ahead, Josh.
Boston at one point, I think it was 2010. Flyers were down 3-1 in Boston, and they came back and won 4-3.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible to do.
It's not.
But
it's not the position you want to be in, but it's not impossible. But
not impossible, but right.
Yeah.
It's that position where it's like, well, now every game's a must win, and while sometimes that might make it easier, it definitely makes it harder. And
right.
I don't know. I don't have too much hope. My friends.
Almost the Vegas goal.
Stevenson almost.
Real quick.
By the way,
the games are really close though. These aren't blowouts, man. I mean, game 1 was a fluke. These are really close teams.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They
By the
absolutely.
way, Fleury is in goal tonight.
Yep.
Fleury's playing.
Yeah.
Fleury's in goal.
Back to back.
Flower.
That makes sense going back to back. I'll get everybody synced. I mean, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on, but I'll sync up. I'm at 16:28 on my clock.
I'm with you.
I'm just ahead of you. Yeah.
We're probably.
I'm a little ahead of you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I would respond really quickly and I yell and stuff, so I might be ruining it for you guys.
No, that's fine. I like the excitement nonetheless.
It gets Brian paying attention. Gets ready with his little buttons and all that.
But I'm with you, Brian. I know you said Tampa's going to be really tough to beat, and if it is the Islanders Tampa, that's going to be a very, very tough series to get through.
Yeah.
Tampa does. Wouldn't it be something if, I mean, let's just talk crazy. The Islanders get past and get to the Cup Finals, and it's Vegas. And it's Robin Lehner in goal against the Islanders. What a story that would be.
Yeah. Against Barry Trotz.
Barry Trotz again.
Yeah, right?
All these storylines are just, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think all in all at this point, because I don't know if you guys are, I mean, I'm sure you're aware, but tomorrow's a month that we've been doing this. And I don't think what's been the blemish? I mean, there hasn't been anything game related, ice related outside of the 5 overtime game. It's actually ran fairly smoothly.
It has. Yeah.
I think the first round or two you saw the ice in Toronto was a little so, but that's probably the only fault you had. So I think that hurt the skill teams in the first, the qualifier in the first round. I mean, you look at the skill teams that are out in Pittsburgh, Washington that move the puck, and the teams that get through are Montreal and the Islanders, and it's more of a north-south. So
I'd agree.
Let's go Islanders.
There've been a few complaints about officiating. So you had the fine to Rod and then Torts at his press conference walking out when they got eliminated. So just some minor off ice stuff. But
I want to lick you. I want to lick your face.
I think Tim said the biggest thing. I mean, the fact that they've been able to lock down this bubble has been pretty awesome. So
dude, it's really
twice. You're in Milwaukee.
I think Elise told me that one of the Islanders players, who is the player that their family's in Toronto? Oh, Casey Saboukas. His family is in Toronto, and they went to the bubble, and they stood 10 feet apart or whatever, and were able to see each other. So that was kind of cool.
I think they brought him cookies or something.
What's that?
I said I think they brought him cookies or something. I saw a picture. Yeah.
There was a referee that had a birthday. One of the linesmen had a birthday in Toronto, and their family's in Toronto, so they came and saw him.
Right.
They opened up the game. I was 12 hours.
Gina, did something happen? Did we miss anything? Is something coming?
No. I just keep saying the game started off super hairy. Revo was already checking people, and someone shoved Revo back into his box almost. The last game was getting pretty gnarly with Carrier and number 26, huh? I don't know what 26 is, but I don't like him.
Who's 26?
Roussel.
Oh, Roussel.
That's all right.
And that's
Yeah.
That's my birthday too, 26. I was like, what a disgrace.
Gina,
I'm out, boys and girls.
Rousseau
I'll
is the
see you
guy
game
that was
5.
hassling.
Hey, Darren, take care, bud.
See you game
Bye,
5.
Aaron.
See you, boys.
Catch up with you later, Darren.
Hey,
man.
Gina, do you know? It seems like you've met some people, and you sounds like restaurants. Have you met the Hulk Hogan guy that goes to the games, the Vegas Golden Knights games?
Yes,
I know who you're talking about.
I have, and I actually sat in his section the day that they did a memorial for him. I was about 6 rows above to the right of his old seat, and luckily I got those seats because someone at the restaurant just gave me 2 tickets because they just wanted me to enjoy it, and it was pretty crazy because it was a memorial for him. And
Did he
then
pass
at some
away?
point, yes,
Oh,
he did. Sadly, he did. I don't remember why, but like during the game,
When was it?
I don't remember when, but the hockey puck went out of play into the seats, and it landed on his seat.
Wow.
Like that was divine right there, you know.
That sucks. So I went to game 3 of the Cup final, Vegas, Washington, here in DC. I went to a bar, and a buddy of mine and we were having dinner, and I was like, dude, you're the Hulk Hogan dude. He came to DC for the Cup final, and he was the nicest guy. I mean, he was he had the whole Hulk Hogan gimmick. I got a picture somewhere with him, and
He was phenomenal.
Yeah, he
Well,
was
rest in peace to him, right?
That sucks to hear that he passed away. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
The community was really sad about it, like super sad. I'm pretty sure there was a whole thing on the Jumbotron, the Nitron for him.
I'm gonna have to go and maybe try to find something. I like I said, I wasn't where he passed away. I was wondering if you met him and all that stuff. But
if you're like, I haven't met him, but I've given him high fives, in walking and passing.
Yeah.
But it was all over all the groups, all the most of the local groups.
Yeah.
Josh, I feel like you're with us longer than you were on the WWE pay-per-view. I don't mean
I'm watching baseball, but I'm enjoying the company. So
he's gone to Philly, so it's all right.
I'm glad.
The Phillies came back from a 10-0 deficit, and they're only down 11-10 in the ninth now.
That's pretty awesome.
Girardi's yelling at the Oaks. This is great.
I mean, I'm curious about that series because we're covering it tomorrow live on my show because with the Phillies and the Nationals getting started at 7:05.
Here's that.
I'm sorry. The last place Nationals,
the defending World Series champion.
Hey, we won in 162 games. Whoever wins this year, they can have it. It's all right. It's like a preseason tournament. It's great. So it's all right.
So are you saying there's an asterisk attached to this, Ron?
I didn't say asterisk, man. It's like preseason, man. It's all right.
Season to season. Oh, Joe Girardi just got thrown out of the game.
How many games do they play in baseball preseason? Like 45? I mean, it feels like a preseason. That's what it feels like.
I love it.
They really play 45 preseason games?
Well, think about all the inter squad games. They have the squads on.
They should be playing 60 games every year. Fuck this 160.
I mean, I think we can all agree that. Yeah.
We've talked about it several times on many of the streams about how between the NBA bubble and what the MLB did and the NHL, it's got to be time to switch just the formatics of American.
But that year after the NHL strike, or the year of the NHL strike, when they started playing in January, and then there was like a game every day. And what was it, like 40-some games that year? 45 games?
48, I believe.
48 or something?
Yeah.
That was the greatest hockey season I've ever seen because it was just one after. That's what I love about this baseball season. Give me 2 months, 60 games of playoffs. All right.
I think the only thing is, though, is like you look at like a division like the NL East, and you look at all the records, and they're all within about 5 games of each other.
Right. And now they're 5.5 out.
And the problem is, so like if you go out to the West and you have like 2 really good teams, that's where you need all the games. I mean, to see who really is the best team and who's
but not 162. You can maybe give me like
how many games did they play AL East versus AL West? Maybe 10 or 9 or something? Huh?
This year? Well, now it's
0 this year.
Well,
it's 0 this year.
Yeah, it's 0 this year. I mean, they play maybe 10, but I mean, those games are important to the schedule, I think, to even out to see who makes the playoffs. That's why they have many teams making the playoffs this year.
Wait a minute, was that
season? I agree, but
that Visit Vegas ad has that been in the ice throughout?
The which, sorry?
In the corner in the Edmonton bubble, in the corner where Markstrom is right now. Was Markstrom playing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or whatever the Vancouver end is, there's a Visit Vegas ad on there. I just didn't know if that was.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
Is
in the
that
ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Wow.
Yeah, in the pie wedge. I think that's been there, Brian.
Yeah. Seems that way. Well, did I just hear a goal call?
No.
Okay. All right.
Theodore just got a chance.
It's funny, Brian. I have one TV to where your time is and one TV to where hers is, so I can see where you guys are both.
Well, I'm at 12 minutes on the clock here.
Now, Gina, I can't remember how long you've been a hockey fan now. It's like about 4 years, maybe?
I'm about VGK years old.
That's cool. No, but listen, that's exciting because if Vegas doesn't get a hockey team, maybe you're not a hockey fan.
Exactly. I would have never. I'm from LA. I would have been a Kings fan. Thank God I'm not.
Well, the Kings won 2 Stanley Cups within the last 10 years. So
they're great. They're great. I always back them.
What, did they have 3 or just 2? They swapped them with Chicago, right?
Yeah, Chicago had 3.
Chicago,
well, no, they didn't swap them. It was Chicago, Boston, Chicago, LA, Boston. I got it mixed.
I actually met the whole team too. Like 6 years ago, working at a restaurant, also been to California. It was like when they won the championship and they rented out the restaurant, and I got to touch the Stanley Cup, and I had no idea what kind of like honor I was in front of.
Nice.
It is.
Oh, look, Josh, Rob is back. He's watching the game with you.
Yep. And now Freddie Freeman's on first with 1 out.
All right.
No.
We got a penalty. Penalty. Too many men.
Do we?
Yep. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, it's still not on mine. I still have 11.
I know, you're still in the commercial.
I'm still waiting. No, I'm back from commercial. I'm at 11. 14.
However, Brian, it is now 11, and I have to get up at 3:30. So
yeah, you're gonna do it. Thanks for jumping on. Are you around, man? You around Tuesday night?
What's that?
Tuesday night? You around? Maybe.
Tuesday may work. Yeah, Tuesday may work.
I'll hit you up.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for jumping on, dude.
See you guys. See everybody.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take it easy.
He was on the he was in the WWE the Thunderdome or whatever it was called before.
The Thunderdome.
Yeah,
the WWE thing down there at Amway, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we drove by there before. It's pretty cool. They got the TV trucks. They've taken over all the bays, and I mean, listen, they made some money. The city was able to make some money from WWE by the rent and everything on it. So,
and they're putting on a better show too. Like you said, they're able to use the space, so it makes sense.
So this is 2 games in a row now. The Canucks have had too many men on the ice.
Oh, I'll get that for you now, Walt.
That's a popular penalty.
I thought the Canadian education system was really good.
Yeah, it's counting. It's called counting.
It didn't work in Tampa the other night either, so it's all right.
Naboo!
Oh.
There.
Are you watching?
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
I was like, how did I see this first? I don't know.
It's like a siren, man. Hey, Brian, are you hearing that audio? That's your goal siren.
Yeah, Brian, you got a new goal siren there.
I heard that. All right, here we go. We're still waiting to see it. And there's Mark Stone, and over to
Patch ready.
Patches.
I feel like I'm ruining it for you guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
The reaction was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it before you, so I'm.
Was that the? Oh no, that was what is that? 4 hole? 1, 2.
I went under the pad. Didn't get the pad down.
Yeah, 5 hole.
Oh, okay.
5 hole.
I don't even know if that was 5 hole. It looked like it went under the left pad.
I think it was to the left side. Yeah, it's a 4.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob. Something happened, Rob.
See, I'm learning about all the holes.
You know what? If I may,
it's
I
after
can't stand the guy who scored.
After 11 o'clock, if my mom's gone, we can talk about the hockey holes. Okay, we're
What a great pass by Stone.
How do you feel seeing Max Patch do the damage, Sil?
I'll talk only in presence of my lawyer, and my lawyer. You know what? I'm happy for him that he's reliving in Vegas, but as a Montreal Canadian captain, he sucked big time.
Yeah.
I mean, so and whatever he said about Montreal after he left is actually just. No. I mean, he actually multiple times said bad things about the Montreal Canadiens organization.
Oh. Ooh.
So,
Well,
I mean,
only he knows
yeah,
best,
I mean,
right?
sorry?
He knows best, right? He's the one that dealt with him, right?
You know what?
You talking
Most
trash.
of he was, but I mean, he was a bad guy. He was just like, I mean, nah. So yeah, I don't like.
So Gina, but Max Pacioretty is an American and going to play in the probably the most historic. I mean, well, they're all historic Canadian clubs, but like
Yeah.
Montreal is like, that's national treasure. So to have an American
Sure.
captain, the pressure and
Oh,
everything.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hey,
That
I don't know if you guys talked about it, but Gene and I were talking about the whole thing with Reeves and Vegas players doing the BLM thing and how the Canucks stood behind them. Did you guys talk about that, Brian?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Well, the sit out.
The press
Reeves.
conference, Brian. Yeah, we talked about that the other night.
Yeah.
Did you talk about it? I missed it. Yeah, and Gina wanted to talk about it a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Well, nothing too crazy. Just like it was really nice to see the whole dedication in the videos for yesterday's game. It's just really inspiring to see like players in such high degree like actually hopping out of the hockey bubble and saying things that matter to them, that resonates with them. So it's just really nice to see that. And craziest thing, his dad friend requested me, and we just started like just talking in conversation in his DMs, just talking about Black Lives Matter and how he's so proud of his son, and he saw my post and he's like grateful for my post I made about him in the groups. So like I guess I'm friends with Revo's dad now.
Nice. Yeah,
Reeves is really a cool guy. He really is.
He's so nice. I met him at a signing one time at a bar here at Parkway Tavern. So chill, and
we had him here. We were talking about the lockout season. Was that 20? That must have been 21. No, 11, 12. So yeah. No, was it that?
Was it further?
12, 13. Because that was the first year that we had the Solar Bears, and Ryan Reeves was still a part of the Lightning system. So he came over to Orlando, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So he came over to Orlando to play with our team, the Orlando Solar Bears. He played for like he just played 2 games, and he really just came over to be able to practice with the guys and be able to use the facility. But he was just, A+++ guy when he was here. But those guys, the goons, not the goons. I mean, I guess it's not
enforcers.
The enforcer, yeah. I guess that's what they're called now. But they tend to be the nicest guys. They tend to be,
It's because they let out their pain in other people's faces.
It's true. True story.
They say Tom Wilson's like one of the nicest guys. It's really funny.
I was going to bring up Tom, but
yeah.
This is a hard room, and nobody likes Tom. It's okay. It's all right. Keep him.
Can you guys imagine? Can you imagine Revo like walking up to the other team, just like, because he's like the most feared enforcer in NHL, right? Can you imagine walking up to them in the locker, just like, so you guys gonna support me or what?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, Gina, because we have here in Canada on CBC or on the Canadian feed, Bieksa talks in the intermissions with Ron McLean and Elliot Friedman, et cetera. And Bieksa, who wasn't the toughest guy, he thought he was the toughest guy on the Canucks, but he really gave Reeves a lot of accolades in how. He just does what he has to do, and nobody really wants to mess with him.
Yeah, it's true. I love it.
But the other thing is too, Gina, off the ice, they're good guys. They're
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, it was tough because, I think they explained how the process. As far as I'll be on the lookout for that one.
He's ready.
Listen, hockey players have always been of the utmost respect. They respect everybody. They fight for 7 games, 2 games, 4 games, whatever it is, and they shake hands after.
They go on beers together.
I'm expecting nothing less from the players and expecting nothing less from the league, the NHL. Like I said.
Oh no.
All right, I still have the.
Ew, Walter, don't just wave your finger in the air all silently. Just rap it out loud if you're excited.
Hey, I didn't get to cheer last game. Come on, Gina.
Walter's been doing this for 30 days, man. He knows. He's just crying like a little touch-up.
That's a hit.
That's a nice shot. You're not gonna stop that.
Oh,
Patterson.
Petey.
All by himself.
Petey.
Oh, so beautiful.
Whoa.
Nice. Love it.
Great shot. Great
That
shot.
kid is so
Wow.
freaking talented.
That's a great shot, but God, you watch the replay and freaking McNabb's kicked out. There's no way Fleury even sees that.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Ron.
Fleury doesn't even see that. And that's right above Fleury's glove. It might be a save, but there's no way he saw that shot.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That's true.
That second last angle was a great angle.
See, Gina, like Ron and I both know because we're goalies, right? So we kind of grab that angle and we see that stuff. Not that the others don't, but as goalies, you kind of grab onto that stuff.
Like you see the certain paths and like where you can and can't see, like perpendicular.
Yeah, and when a guy gets his ass in the way of a shot and it tips off his ass in the net, you know what I mean, that sort of stuff. And
yeah, I saw one where it was like deflected and would bounce off of like the ice and bounced up and in the other day, and I was like, "What do you do about that?" I mean, you have to go down.
Nothing.
What?
You hope it
Get
hits.
off of him.
And that's never happened to you, right, Ron?
It had a couple seasons it happened. Trust me, it worked out all right. So we brought a little hardware home from Toronto for some of our tournaments. So it was all right.
The funniest thing, and Ron, you can attest to it too, is the weirdest thing is when your defenseman puts one in your own net. How many does that happen? Huh?
I was playing a game. We were playing a game, and we won the face-off. My defenseman and I kind of eased up. I should have maybe had the post a little more, and I kind of eased up. My defenseman went to V it off the backboards and freaking put it right short side on me, right in the net.
Short side, yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
All right, nice shot. There you go.
What do you do, right?
I give my buddy crap. He had 2 great goals in the playoffs the next year. He wasn't much for scoring. He played D. He was good, but he wasn't much for scoring and didn't have the greatest hands. He came down and ripped a slap shot from inside the blue line off the crossbar and in. So we always give him crap. He scored a few more than that, but his 2 goals were scoring on me from like 2 feet away and then like a freaking NHL slap shot off the crossbar. So.
But then how many times they save your ass where you missed it and it's trickling behind you and they clear it off the line?
If he could get his ass moving, he did it a few times, but there was a few other guys, so it's all right. So.
Yeah.
Can still imagine being how bad you can feel when that mistake you do cost you the Stanley Cup, right? Remember Steve Smith, right?
Yeah, Smith in Edmonton.
Edmonton, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, he scored a goal in his own net and lost the Stanley Cup on this one.
Yeah, Gina, I don't know if you know about that, but that's way before your time, and that was in Edmonton. And this guy is defenseman in Edmonton. He went to clear the puck, and it went in and off of was it Fuhrer's skate? Fuhrer, right?
Yeah, it was
Fuhrer hit Fuhrer's skate, bounced in his own net, and that was it. They were done.
Oh, that's a bummer. Wait, off his butt?
In the playoffs.
So it was a game 7 and they lost the Stanley Cup on this.
He was just coming out from behind the net to go and clear it up the through the center zone in front of the net, and he went right off Grant Fuhrer's back of his skate and in his own net.
Yeah, so basically, like literally, the second he stepped around the back of the net, he went to make an outlet pass, and it just hit the goal. It went in. Yeah.
Oh, that was a bummer. I'd be so bummed for a long time. Ooh, whiff.
Well, Edmonton went on and won a bunch of cups around then. That was the one that got
cool.
So that's all right.
Yeah.
That's what the one they lost.
It's Stevie.
Oh no! Is there interference there?
I don't know, but now that I know something's coming, I'm watching like a hawk.
I want to see a replay.
Let's see here.
It's Chandler though.
Some guy named Reeves, I think.
Oh yeah.
My playoff towel.
That's Reeves.
Hey, Walt, I'm only cheering because it's Stevie. That's my man, dude. It's all right.
Oh, I don't know.
He's playing I think Markstrom came up with contact.
That's not interference. That's not interference.
Markstrom came up with the contact. He wrapped his legs around him.
Markstrom come out. He also gets pushed in the back by the defenseman.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
There's not
a good replay.
No, it's a goal. They're not going to.
They're not even going to challenge it. Chandler Stevenson. What did I tell you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Tough hit on the other end, Reeves on Quinn.
On Hughes,
not a
Yeah.
pretty hit, just a long hit.
So we had to choose between Chandler Stevenson and Travis Boyd, and we chose Travis Boyd.
Was that a good choice for you guys?
Who's Reeves chirping at?
Boyd would be all right, but like
Boyd's the 13th skater. He's a backup forward. He's not bad. I think I don't know. I would have kept Stevenson if it were me.
well,
Stevenson was more expensive. Stevenson was more expensive though.
Yep.
Yeah,
It wasn't really. It wasn't
totally
really between the two. He made more money. That's what it was. So.
Yeah.
What is Stevenson's contract? You know?
I'll tell you in a second.
Was he $1.5 million? Something
Yeah,
like that?
Is that all?
I thought it was like 1.25.
But the cap are up against the cap, and to make a move at the deadline, they had to move salary. So
Yeah, it was really, really tight.
And, that's $1 million. It's 1.05.
1.05.
Wow, what a steal!
Yeah.
But the caps are so tight; it was crazy nice.
And they were literally it was to get Hagelin back off of LTIR. They had to deal Stevenson.
Yep. The Caps were barely dressing a roster the first 2 months of the season. They were so tight to the cap.
So that's why we saw a lot of Beck Mallenstein and a lot of the Hershey guys getting, Tyler Lewington getting time with the big boys. So it was
right.
Pedersen almost scored there.
Hey, Brian, ping pong ball, Brian.
Ping pong ball. Somebody say ping pong ball? Somebody say the New York Rangers have the #1 draft pick and the race to draft Alexis Lafreniere?
I can confirm that that is the case.
And can you imagine if if they decide to draft someone else first overall? You're going to be actually all of your broadcasts will be Lafreniere, and then you end up drafting someone else. And
Quentin Byfield. No, I was thinking about that earlier today because I read that. Well, I mean, you're reading a lot about Lafreniere, and they're saying he's not generational, but he's an incredible winger. He's not even a center; he's a big winger, which is great, and you're not going to pass that up. But is there a situation where Quentin Byfield's going to be a better option? I don't know. That's his name, right? Byfield.
Yeah.
Byfield. Is there a situation where Is there a situation where he's the better option? I don't know, but he looks big. He's a big player, that kid. Yeah.
Like I said, we were talking about the draft too. It's like I said, we'll see. We could be wrong, but I just don't see him being like a Crosby, Ovechkin, Kane, kind of like.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I have no doubt that he is going to be a high level, maybe even an elite player, but I don't see him as that generational talent.
I think Kakko. You might see Kakko make like a stride the next year, which is
him.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That you look at the other young players that are on the team, and he's not going to have the stress of being the savior. He's really not, and that's a benefit for him or any one of the players that they bring in there.
If he comes like 3 years ago, yeah, he does, but he doesn't now. So
and it's crazy. Think about what's that? Well,
I was going to say, can you imagine if Detroit actually had held on to that #1 pick, the amount of pressure that would have been on that kid to rebuild that franchise from the ground up by himself?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or imagine him being drafted in Montreal, even worse.
Right.
The pressure would have got here would have been like tremendous.
Right.
French Canadian drafted by Montreal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'll talk. I'm thinking also, any of the teams that were, because the 8 teams were equal chance. There's not really any one of the teams he went to, he was not going to be looked at as the savior.
Except for the one ball that dropped because it was too heavy, right?
Yeah, that might be it.
It hit the post.
It hit the post.
The deflated ping pong ball. Yeah.
For real.
Ping pong gate.
Well, I got a.
What's with this whole ping pong thing?
Oh, sorry.
We talk hockey and ping pong.
When they did the draft lottery, they had a ping pong ball method. Did you see that or no? Maybe you were
no.
You were in Hawaii, maybe. I think you were in Hawaii.
Yeah,
so
I was.
When the teams got eliminated, they had a thing like a machine, like a bubble machine, and they put ping pong balls from each of the teams represented that were
the logos on them?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
And then when they showed the New York Ranger ball and they were dropping it in,
Mhm.
What happened? It actually showed the logo, right?
He slipped out of the guy's hand.
It's
That's
like,
right.
so as he was putting each team's ball in, because there was 8 teams.
Okay.
As he was putting each team's ball in, he was holding it over like the hose to go into the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't hold the ball for the Rangers. He just dropped it into the hose that goes into the pot.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I'm like, oh my God, it's a fix. Oh my God, the Rangers are going to win the number 1 draft pick. It's going to be a big hose.
Yeah,
And sure,
yeah.
we did end up getting the first draft pick, but he dropped
Oh,
down
wow.
when they were circulating around in the pot.
Uh-huh.
Toronto's ball was like bouncing around right near the spout for the ball that gets sucked up, and your ball just went right in and went right up to the top. It was very exciting. So, and I'm a big Ranger.
Brian, you mentioned the Rangers winning the lottery again. I think we have to drink, according to Pete.
Yeah, PD is always calling for drinks when.
Well, hey, Brian, I told you guys didn't have to watch it. I told you he was going to win the draft lottery the night before, and you didn't believe me.
I called it.
Yeah.
I also called it on a podcast that previous night as well.
Did you?
I mean, Robbie listened to me on because everybody watches hockey now, right?
Right, exactly.
Elise was like, "You can set your camera up and film it," and I'm thinking to myself, "I'm like, no, I'm not going to." And then if I do that, they're definitely not going to win it. And then, sure enough, when they won it, I was like, "Shit, I should have been running a camera on."
I actually think you're right, though. I think if you're running the camera, you didn't win. You weren't going to win it. So yeah.
But still, I mean, you guys were lucky considering the format. You should have never got the first round.
Never. Not at all.
Not in a million years.
That format. I mean, can you imagine being Detroit, Ottawa, or any of those teams that were legitimately not in the playoffs?
Exactly.
That end up being like actually beaten in the lottery by a team that played hockey games.
Listen, though. Listen, I mean, if the Rangers didn't even make the playoffs at all, they still would have been in the lottery. They still could have had a chance to.
I still think this year there's so many special things done. You got 24 teams playing the playoffs. I really think the 8 teams that didn't make the playoffs, or 7, whatever it was, they should have had the top picks. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. And then my biggest thing was I thought that New York, they were just gonna. I don't know. I just didn't expect them to be able to both have playoff games and be able to be the number 1 pick. I mean, it's just the fact that you got the best of all worlds in my mind, right? You got to see a couple more games and you get the pick. I was like, that seems unfair. Like, I just didn't understand that fundamentally.
well, I mean, especially to like what Sil was saying, to his point, it's like, your Ottawas, your Detroits, who are really in a rebuild that need talent. I mean, who knows? I mean, wherever Detroit and them are picking, they might get a guy. I mean, you've seen the draft the last. I mean, Pettersson. What was Pettersson? He wasn't a top pick.
Oh no, he was. Pettersson. I think he was like wasn't he like a 5th?
10.
Yeah,
top 10.
number 5, I think.
I think it was a 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5, I think.
So I mean, it doesn't mean you're not going to get a talented player. It's just how quick can they get in to help your team, and that's what the teams that are down low really need. So
Look at a kid like Cale Makar. He's a number 4 pick.
Yep.
And he played, having those couple extra years in college made all the difference. He could come right out of college, right off of the Frozen Four, and make an impact in his playoff debut last year. And now look at as a Calder Cup contender, a Calder Trophy contender this year. So,
And to be honest with you, if Colorado doesn't have the injuries they have, they're probably blowing through Dallas. But I mean,
without a doubt, if they would have been able to keep Grubauer in there, then 100%.
Well, and Eric Johnson's hurt. I mean,
I read something from someone that's not from me saying that Joe Sakic should call Patrick Waugh, not to actually coach, but to actually get in the net, because at 55 he might be better than whoever no name they have right now.
Rob, thanks for jumping in, dude. We're gonna go. As soon as this period ends, we'll cut the broadcast. We'll cut the stream off just because we're at 3.5 hours almost, and I got to make sure to quiet down. Elise has a presentation in the morning.
Yeah, I got to head in Tyson's in DC to get to, so it's all right. I got to drive around.
So, Ron, what was Backstrom drafted at? Because he's a good example of somebody I think in the top 10 that was really good, but he wasn't a number 1 pick.
Right? 5.
Yeah, 5. So right around what Detroit is picking at, right? Yeah.
But look at Detroit. I mean, the way they went. I mean, they drafted Zetterberg, like in the 5th or 6th round. I mean, and that guy should have never played in the NHL, right? never heard of them, right? So I mean, I think that I think for the top 5, 6, I mean they're kind of sure bets. All the rest, I mean, it's
well, okay. So I pulled up the 2017 draft since we were talking about Pedersen, and I think if you redraft the draft, Pedersen or Makar is number 1 without a. Well, Miro Heiskanen was. So number 1 was Nico Hischier. I would definitely not take him number 1.
But he's a good player. I mean, but he's not a number 1.
Right. He's not number 1. Number 2 was Nolan Patrick, and he was supposed to be the number 1, and he's been hurt.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 are your sure bets. Miro Heiskanen, Cale Makar, and Elias Pettersson.
Who was 6?
Cody Glass was 6. That's a strong pick.
Yep, strong pick.
Leah Sanderson, which is the biggest blow move ever that the Rangers made to trade up to pick him. He's been nothing but a nightmare, that kid. So that's a bust. Casey Middlestat in Buffalo, Michael Rasmussen in Detroit, and then Owen Tippett, who at the end of the period.
That's period buzzer.
That's your period board. Just skip the sound effect.
Yeah. And then the 10 pick was Owen Tippett, and he hasn't gotten a real fair chance in Florida. He hasn't really had anything to work with. But going down the rest, Gabriel Velarde, Martin Nikas, and then Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki was a big pick. Callan Foote's a good pick.
Suzuki from Vegas, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, who was Vegas's pick that year?
Suzuki.
Cody Glass.
Or Glass, okay.
Glass, okay. Yeah.
Who did Montreal pick up that year? Just that curiosity.
Oh, wait a minute. And Nick Suzuki picked the
Suzuki went to Vegas, yeah.
Suzuki went to Vegas, yeah.
And he was part of the trade for Pacioretty.
Right.
They picked Ryan Poland.
All right, Peeling. Okay, yeah.
Peeling, yeah.
So Peeling actually played. I mean, he scored like 4 goals in his first game against like Toronto Team B, and we haven't seen him in Montreal very seldom presence in Montreal since then.
I'm sure.
Hey, so you were saying too, you were talking about Zetterberg. I mean, it's a lot different than from when Zetterberg was drafted, in my opinion, to now. Because like all these kids are so conditioned, they're on the weight programs, they're playing hockey since they're probably 6 or 7. They're going through college or juniors. I mean, these guys coming into the draft, anybody in your top 15 could be a decent player, in my opinion, to where they could almost play in the first season. It's all hit or miss situation, team they get on. Are they being looked as the Messiah, or can they drop in the third line and contribute? But now these days, over the last 4 or 5 years, I just, minus a couple of years when you have like kind of like the generational guys. I mean, I really think you're going to get a good player. It just depends on how everything kind of works out with the team.
Well, I know what I had like one of Sam's coaches played in the junior major in Quebec, right? And he played around the time that Mike Ribeiro played.
Yeah.
So
I remember
legend Mike Ribeiro.
Yeah.
Yep. He was telling me he had the kids that were actually like, we went to see a junior game at that time, and he tells me it's 20 years after him, right? Or 15 at that time, and he was telling me the kids today are so much better than what we were.
Wow. And
he goes, even kids that are actually like 12, 13, 14, aside from the equipment, which is like totally different.
Right.
He goes, those kids are just machines compared to what we were.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, so I see the same thing. I see the same thing in football. I've been officiating football for damn near 20 years now, and 20 years ago it was a completely different animal. These kids are huge, and they're fast, and they're strong, and they train all the time, and it's a totally different animal now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Sam.
20 years ago.
I'm looking at my son he's in a program where he goes to school and plays sports at the same time. And when I see what they have, like all the trainings on all the hours of exercises and everything, those kids are beasts. He's strong as can be. When I fight with him, it's like just because I actually like have pride, I don't show, but my God, can he hurt me? But they're trained. Like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, Brian, can we get that on like an intermission? Still fights his son.
Pay-per-view.
That'd be fun.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, it's so weird, like not being them not having an audience in the games. Like one day, I'm just gonna buy some plexiglass and just put it like in front of me in my living room, just like start banging on it, everywhere.
I feel a trip to the Home Depot coming.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think I think I'm going to call it a night. If that's all right with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Thanks for jumping on, Gina. And as your Vegas Golden Knights will undoubtedly continue, then we'll have to have you on. Again.
That's right.
Yeah, no worries. I would love to join again.
Awesome.
Sure.
Cool. Thanks, Gina.
All right.
Aaron,
Bye.
nice to meet you.
Have a good night. Sil, thank you. We'll set up the Sil Sam halftime fights.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll let him win.
You're going to let him win.
Where's that pride you're talking about?
That pride, yeah. I can.
Right out
Let's put it that way. He's 15. If I hit him back, he's gonna have more. I'm gonna have more trouble than anything else.
Exactly.
I have more time, so I'll let him give me the beating.
Exactly.
And swallow my pride.
Thanks for jumping on. So
glad to get back on with you guys. Okay.
Well, we missed you, man. Thanks for coming back, and we'll catch up as the by the end of this. Yeah, we may just have Western Conference by the end of this week. So
yeah,
and once we get to conference finals, I plan on doing both. So we'll do all of it.
Yeah, Robbie,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, good to see you, Walt.
Yeah, good,
okay,
Walt.
guys.
Take care, Ron. The Three Caps boys. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us always, Brian. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I hope to get you on sometime as well, Brian.
Yeah, we will. We'll work that out, Robbie, for sure.
Figure it out. Sounds good.
Brian's talking on the microphone all day, man. Come on now, he gets tired.
I'm gonna jump on. I definitely am I'm up for it as soon as we'll work a timeout.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, it sounds good. Thanks.
Be good, guys. Ron, Robbie, and Aaron. I just need a minute about you and me because I appreciate everything that you're doing. To put this together.
Of course.
I mean it, man. Like it's come together 30 days ago, and just the idea, and then hoping that people will be involved, and hoping the guys will jump on. And you've been there from the beginning, and like sending the lineups and everything. I mean, I really genuinely can't explain how much I appreciate you, man.
Hey, I'm here, dude. Like I said, besides the driving to Massachusetts, I'll be doing this weekend. I'm around. There's, I'll be around.
Cool. Well, enjoy the rest of the night, and I'll talk to you before long.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Be good, Aaron. Keep in mind, if there's not many of you on the stream, but for those of you who might be watching this in the post, keep in mind, Hockey Now Net, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's the handle. Twitch.tv/Hockey Now Network.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
We'll jump on tomorrow night for Lightning and Bruins Game 5. The Bolts with a chance to wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.